संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा। ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ धूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं यह तन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं यह तन किसी का है दिया।
अपने पास है वह धन किसी का है दिया।
जो अपने पास है वह धन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं यह तन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं यह तन किसी का है दिया।
देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से।
देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से।
देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से।
देने वाले ने दिया वह भी दिया किस शान से।
मेरा है यह लेने वाला कह उठा अभिमान से।
मेरा है यह देने वाला कह उठा अभिमान से।
मेरा यह कहने वाला मन किसी का है दिया।
मेरा यह कहने वाला मन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं यह तन किसी का है दिया।
मैं नहीं मेरा नहीं यह तन किसी का है दिया।
धन किसी का है दिया।
धन किसी का है दिया।
चंदन है इस देश की माटी।
चंदन है इस देश की माटी। तपोभूमि हर नाम है। हरवाला देवी की प्रतिमा। बच्चा बच्चा राम है। बच्चा बच्चा राम है।
चरण सरोज रज निज मनु मुकुरु सुधारी बरनउ रघुबर बिमल जसु जोदायक फलचारी बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेस विकार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीसति लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र और ध्वजा विराजे कांधे मूज जनेऊ साजे शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगवंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीता मन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सियहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर संहारे रामचंद्र के काज संवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुबीर हरषि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरतई सम भाई सहस बदन तुम रोजस गावे अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावे सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सकै कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीवहि कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीन्हा तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर है सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जो जन पर भानु लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माही जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाही दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुम्हरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना आपन तेज संहारो आपे तीनों लोक हांकते कांपे भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे महावीर जब नाम सुनावे नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे चारों जुग परताप तुम्हारा है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा साधु संत के तुम रखवारे असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे अष्ट सिद्धि नौ निधि के दाता असवर दीन जानकी माता राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे अंत काल रघुबर पुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई और देवता चित्तन धरई हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलबीरा जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई जो सत बार पाठ कर कोई छूट ही बंदी महासुख होई जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होय सिद्धि साखी गौरीसा तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा पवन तनय संकट हरना मंगल मूर्ति रूप राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय।
तारकं वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
Jai Shri Krishna and a very warm welcome on this beautiful Vasant Panchami day to all sadhaks gathered here in this Zoom arena this evening. May Ma Saraswati bestow her blessings of wisdom, knowledge and prosperity and bring the light of wisdom and positivity on our lives. I start with my head bowed in devotion on the lotus feet of Bhagwan Shri Krishna and Param Pujya Swami Govindev Giriji Maharaj. May we always be fortunate to receive their guidance and blessings in our lives. Today, we have the third part of the Vivechan session on Chapter 11, Vishwaroop Darshan Yoga. Chapter 11 is probably the most unique adhyay of Bhagavad Gita, as we would have realized in the past two Vivechan sessions. Its significance lies in the depiction of Bhagwan Shri Krishna revealing his Vishwarupa or the universal form to Arjuna. He allows Arjuna to witness the entire cycle of creation, preservation, and destruction within his own body, signifying the interconnectedness of all things and the divine presence in every aspect of our existence. So far, we have heard how whatever Arjuna sees, he's dazzled and mortified by it. This vision serves as a powerful moment of realization for Arjuna, leading to deep understanding and possible surrender at Bhagwan's feet. We are fortunate that through a set of 4 Vivechan sessions, we are getting this opportunity to witness this imagery of this wonderful vision. We all know that prayers are a natural mode through which our souls communicate its reverence, its devotion, and most importantly, its yearning from the heart to Bhagwan. To lead us in our prayers today, I call upon Om Prakash Ji from Nirmal, Telangana. Om Prakash Ji, who holds a master in mathematics, is a lecturer by profession, and his interest lies in yoga, reading, spiritual Vedanta books, and satsang. Having joined Gita Pariwar in July 2024, Om Prakash Ji gives seva in the calling and support department as well as is a GC in the L1 level. Om Prakash Ji, request you to please lead us in our prayers. I think he is having some issues and he has probably not joined. So let me take the prayers and you at your places in your mute mode can also pray to Bhagavan. Vasudeva Sutan Devan Kamsa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramananda Krishna Vande Jagadgurum Shri Krishna Vande Jagadgurum. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagwan has said, he is the source of light in all luminaries and is entirely beyond the darkness of ignorance. Gita Ji is the medium Bhagwan has used to illumine our lives and minds with that light. For doing the Deep Prajwalan today, I would like to call upon Dolly Khambo Ji from Karnal, Haryana. Dolly Ji is a banker by profession. Having joined Gita Pariwar in July 2024, she is a sadhak in L4 and also gives seva as a technical assistant. Dolly Ji, may I request you to please light the lamp on our behalf?
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो नयनसुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृताम् कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you so much, Dolly ji, for taking us into your divine mandir for the Deep Prajwalan. And before we proceed with the Vivechan session, a couple of exciting announcements. You can give your selfless seva at the feet of Bhagavan through Gita Pariwar's Aao Gita Sevi Bane program, where we have 12,000 plus sevis giving seva in this Mahayagya. You can get more details on how you can become a Sevi and the areas you can give Seva in the English session scheduled today at 8:30 p.m. Links for the session have been shared in the WhatsApp groups and will be shared again before the session. And as you may know, many of our fellow sadhaks and Sevis are now at Prayagraj giving Prachar Seva at the Mahakumbh. Our sincere appreciation for their efforts to spread the word of Gita ji far and wide. The Sevis will continue to give this Seva till the 12th of February, and there is still time for you to join should you want to be part of this unique Seva. And you can also, beside this, spread the word about Gita ji with the information about the L1 batch, which is starting on the 1st February 2025. You can share it with your friends and family so that they too can come to the refuge of Gita ji and embark on a wonderful spiritual transformative journey. And now, it is my profound honor to introduce our speaker this evening, Vikas ji Vaidya. Vikas ji imparts unique and valuable perspective and knowledge through his innumerable commentaries in 6 languages that he is proficient in. A bachelor in mechanical engineering, he runs an IT firm in Pune. Over the last 5 years, Vikas ji has been chanting the entire 18 chapters of the Bhagavad-Gītā every single day of the year. Besides his own personal sadhana, Vikas ji as a senior trainer at Gita Pariwar serves as a trainer and is involved in the process of selection and training new trainers. He also teaches and conducts Vivechan sessions as a member of the Pune chapter of Gita Pariwar. He guides aspiring Gita Vratis for the Gita exam conducted by the Sringeri Peeth. He has himself aced the Gita Kanthasthi exam at Sringeri Peeth, for which he was awarded the first prize at the hands of Param Pujya Jagadguru Shankaracharya ji. I now humbly request Vikas ji, through his wonderfully vivid portrayal of the events, to take us to the battlefield, where after the Vishwaroop Darshan, we find a mortified Arjuna. Vikas ji, request you to please start the session.
Jai Shri Krishna. Vasudeva Sudan Devam Kaunsachanuramardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Jai Shri Krishna to all. Pujya Swami ji ke charan kamalon mein koti koti naman. Warm welcome to all Gita Sadhak. We are studying Adhyay 11, Vishwarupa Darshan Yoga. Last time we studied to stroke 30. In 30th shloka, Arjuna had said, Leliyase grasamanas samantal lokan samagran vadanairjvaladbhihi tejo bhira purya jagat samagram vasastavo grah pratapanti Vishnu. With your flaming mouths and your tongue chewing on all sides, licking, devouring them, O Lord Vishnu, your fierce radiance filling the universe with fierce blaze that is scorching all the 3 worlds. So that was Shlok number 30. We'll proceed further. Shlok 31. Now Arjuna is perplexed, petrified by the spectacle that he saw in that Vishwarupa, in that cosmic form. Arjuna now enthusiastically, he praised Sri Krishna, but before that, he asked a question, which is a very, I would say, a rather funny question. A very fast, close friend asking his another friend, who are you? So Arjuna is asking that question. So having viewed the Lord's cosmic form in its most terrible phase, in which warriors were rushing headlong for their destruction, Arjuna was terrified and filled with curiosity. What is happening? To know who Shri Krishna was. Because the Krishna that he knew was not like this. So what he proposed to do, this form that has come. So he puts up a question. He says, such a formidable, ferocious form, O Lord of all lords, please tell me, who are you? Akhya hi meko, bhavanugra rupo. This ugra roop, meko, ko is who you are. Akhya hi, please tell me. So he is asking this question now to that Vishwarupa. Akhyahi means please explain, please tell me. Me, to me. Ko means who? Bhavan, Bhavan means you. Ugra Rupa, fierce, ferocious. Nama astu, namastu, namaskar, salutation, obeisance. Te, you, Devavara, the great among all demigods. Prasida, be gracious, be merciful. Vidnyatum, to know. Ichhami, I wish. Bhavantam, you. Adyam, original, primordial. No, not Prajanami, do I know. Tava, your Pravrittim, the nature, the mission. So he's asking a question, such a formidable, ferocious form, O Lord of all lords, Devesha, please tell me, who are you? I offer my salutations to you. I bow before you. You who existed before all creations, O gracious Lord, have mercy upon me. I wish to know you in essence, O primordial supreme being, for I cannot grasp your nature and your working. Earlier, Arjuna had requested to see the universal form. He had requested Shri Krishna, I want to see your universal form, cosmic form and all that. When Shri Krishna exhibited this, Arjuna became bewildered and agitated. Having witnessed the most unbelievable cosmic spectacle, he now wants to know the very essence, the heart of God's nature and the purpose. Then he asks a question, who are you? What is your purpose? Akhyahi meko bhavanugra rupo namostute devavara prasida. Arjuna says that the Lord revealed himself in his divine form as well as the fearful form. First we saw all divine form. Rudra, Aditya, Vasavahita, Sadhya, these are all divine form. But last 3-4 shlokas he is showing his Ugra Rupa. So fearful form. And Arjuna could not know the reality about him. So he asked who he was. Beholding such a terrible form, what could he do? Only bow down his head. So that is what exactly Arjuna did. He did namaskaram to Arjuna, to Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So having vision of his terrible form, licking people from all sides, pushing them inside their fiery mouths, swallowing them, gulping them down, Arjuna prayed to him to be merciful to him. He thought, he's very angry with me or what? Vidnyatam ichchami bandham adyan nahi prajanami tava pravritti. The Lord, first of all, incarnated himself in its cosmic form, in the form of world. So he has been addressed as the primal one. Arjuna could not know the Lord's motive in revealing that divine form as well as that terrible form in his cosmic body. So he wanted to know his motive in that revelation and also what he wanted to do afterwards. Arjuna says that the people despite all things, all images, forms, wages, I am seeing so vividly in your cosmic form, I am yet to know you in your essence, O Krishna. Furthermore, he adds, I take no delight in any of these visions of this Ugra Rupa. They do not impart any bliss whatsoever. It is said that the one in whose presence you feel elated, happy, filled with joy and peace, know him to be the Guru. Now here Guru is not in any form, but rather Guru refers to the God. But Arjuna's situation is strikingly converse. He is not joyful, he is not having peace of mind, he is not feeling elated, he is not happy. Rather he is fearful, he is afraid. Arjuna said that far from being blissful, I am overcome by fear and dismay and disquiet. Who are you? Who is standing in front of me? He thus prays the Lord and pleads him to be merciful and reveal his real essence. See, Arjuna is asking his dear, very, very dear friend Sri Krishna, who are you? Unimaginable indeed. You go to your very fast close friend, you knock his door, and then he opens the door and he asks you, who are you? What is the purpose of coming? Strange, no? But this strange has happened here. Arjuna is asking his friend Krishna, who are you? What is the purpose? So this is astonishing. This is very unbelievable that a close friend is asking his another friend, who are you and what is the purpose? Now the Lord will answer Arjuna's question in the next shloka. Lord is saying, Kalosmi lokakshayakrit pravruddho lokan samahartumiha pravruttaha rute pitvan bhavishyanti sarve yeva sthitah pratyanikeshu yodhaha. Kala, the time. Asmi is I am. Loka, of the worlds. Kshayakrut, destroyer. Pravruddha, great. Lokan, all people. Samahartuham, in destroying. Iha, this world. Pravritta, to get engaged into some activity. Pravritta, rite, without, except of. Api, even. Tvam, you. Na, never, not. Bhavishyanti, will be. Sarve, all. Ya, sarvana in Sanskrit. Ya means who. Avasthita, situated, standing, placed in front of you. Pratyanikeshu, on the opposite side. Yodha, the soldiers, the warriors. So now the Lord is answering Arjuna's question, who are you and what do you want to do? He says, Krishna says, I am the Almighty Kal, Mahakal, the destroyer of all worlds, now engaged in the act of destruction. And know that all these warriors placed in the opposite armies shall be slain, will be killed, even if you don't participate in the war. Ritepi, even if you remain Rita, that means you don't do anything, even then all of them will get killed. In response to Arjuna's questions regarding who he is, Krishna reveals his nature as all-powerful time, Mahakal, destroyer of the universe. It does not only create and maintains, but destroys it also. So now this is the destroyer form of that cosmic form. All the events in nature ultimately get buried in time. When this Oppenheimer, who was the part of first atom bomb project from America, witnessed the destruction of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, he quoted this shloka of Shri Krishna, saying that time, Mahakal, I am the destroyer of all the worlds. So the God is clarifying three things here. One thing is, I am all devouring destroyer Mahakal. Second, at present, I have come here to destroy, to kill people in the battlefield. And third thing, even if you decide not to fight, even then the warriors in the opposite camp are going to get killed. So these three things are clarified by Shri Krishna. Just a moment ago, the scenario was that of the Lord's cosmic form, and here he is talking about the war. What is the relation? The important aspect of death is being revealed here. What is the important aspect of death? Death is inevitable and will engulf every being. No one is immune from death. No one is immortal. And thus live your life in accordance with dharma. Don't know when the end will come. Because everybody is destined to die. But now your dharma is to wage the war. So Arjuna, don't shy away from your dharma, your kartavya karma, your duty, and pick up the weapon. See, it's God's plan of killing these people on the Kurukshetra, but Sri Krishna did not even take any weapon in the hand. He had vowed that I will not take any weapon in the hand. God makes any nimitta matra and gets his plan executed as Mahakal. Here he wants to make Arjuna as a nimitta matra. He becomes the instrument. Tsunami, volcano eruption, earthquake, floods, droughts, pandemic, accident, etc. become a reason of death for the people whose death call has already come. We keep wondering, how this has happened? But their death call has come. So some reason has to be found to kill them. The Mahakal of God acts through Prakriti. God doesn't do anything. He acts through Prakriti. Here God is making Arjuna a nimitta matra to kill the unrighteous, adharmi, and re-establish the dharma through his dharma yuddha. Now, one important aspect which we must discuss in the prevailing situation in India particularly, what is the difference between dharma yuddha and jihad? What is the difference? Those people also say this is also dharma yuddha. But there is a earth and sky difference between dharma yuddha and jihad. Dharma yuddha is for fighting the unrighteousness, the evils, the terror in the society. While jihad teaches to kill the people who do not believe in their Allah or their Khuda, or those who instead of Quran follow the teachings of other scriptures, or those who worship places other than Makkah, Medina. The purpose of jihad is not to uphold the human values, but to make the humanity bow in front of Arabs and their Quran. It believes in holding the whole society ransom under the name of religion, Islam. Jihad is not God's act. It's an act of Adnyani, ignorant people who have not understood what God is. Will God ask you to kill people like this? Innocent people? So being under the influence of Tamasi Guna, they spread the jihad. There is nothing sattvic about jihad. Absolutely nothing sattvic. 8th century onwards, Arabs, they believed in expanding their religion at the strength of sword, at the strength of their weapons. Hindus never expanded their religion. That's why, to the oldest of all religions, Hindus don't have existence in more than one country. And this one country also is not a declared Hindu country. We are a secular country. We are not Hindu country. While the Christianity rules over 100 countries and the Islam runs over 56 countries. And they bravely declare their countries as Christian countries or Islamic countries. We are not allowed to declare our country as Hindu country. Can we say even today that you are a Hindu Rashtra? Try saying it once and there will be riots all over. Time to wake up for all of us. Well, coming back to Shloka, Sri Krishna does not make any comment about his cosmic self. Rather, he states very clearly that death leaves no one untouched. Thus he says to Arjuna, know that all those present in the opposite camps will inevitably be subject to death, irrespective of whether you choose to kill them or not. Their time has come. And time does not spare anybody. When it comes, it comes. In response to Arjuna's question regarding who he is, Sri Krishna reveals his nature as all-powerful time, Mahakal, destroyer of the universe. All events in the nature get buried in the time. So time controls and counts the lifespan of all beings. It will determine when the great personalities like Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya and Karna will meet their end. It will destroy the enemy army arrayed on that battlefield without Arjuna participating in the war, because Lord wants it to happen as a part of his grand plan for the world. Dharma Samsthapanarthaya. If warriors are already dead or as good as dead, as Shri Krishna says in this shloka, then why should Arjuna fight? You will say they are already dead. You are showing me. I am seeing them dying. All are entering into your fiery mouth. You are chewing them, making a churn of them. Their heads are getting stuck in your teeth. All this I am seeing. So why should I fight now? Shri Krishna would imagine that Arjuna will have this question in mind. So Krishna answers in the next shloka. He says, Tasmat tvamuttishta yasho labhasva jitva shatrun bhunksha rajyam samruddham mayaivete niyatah purvamevo nimittamatram bhava savyasachin. Savyasachin is ambidextrous. One who can equally skillfully work with both the hands. Ambidextrous. Arjuna was such ambidextrous, he could shoot his arrows with both hands. He was that skillful. So tasmat means therefore, that's why. Tvam, you, uttishta, get up, uttishta, yasha, fame, labhasva, gain, jitva, conquering, shatrun, enemies, bhungshvam, enjoy, take bhog, rajyam, kingdom, samruddham, flourishing, prosperous, maya, by me, ite, all these, Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, Karna, everybody, nihata means killed, purvam eva, by previous arrangement, nimitta matram, just cause, bhava, to become, and savyasachin, ambidextrous, that we saw already. So in slok 32, the Lord declared that even without Arjuna, the warriors of his hostile army would not survive that Kaurava's army. Why then should Arjuna at all engage himself in this carnage? The Lord is giving the answer in this shloka as well as the next shloka. Lord says, therefore, get ready to fight and attain glory. Gain fame by conquering the enemy and enjoy the prosperous kingdom. All these great warriors, Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, Karna, etc., have already been slain by me. You are but merely instrument, nimitta matra. O Savyasachin, referring to Arjuna as he could shoot arrows with both right and left hand, ambidextrous, so Savyasachin. So Shri Krishna has revealed to Arjuna his will that the Kauravas should perish and the kingdom of Hastinapur should be administered by the Pandavas in accordance with the rules of Dharma. He has already decided the annihilation of the unrighteous and the victory of righteous as the outcome of that battle on Kurukshetra. His grand scheme for the welfare of the world cannot be averted by any means. If God decides, who can dispose it of? Nobody. He now informs Arjuna that he wishes Arjuna to be the nimitta matra, merely an instrument or the instrument of his work. God does not need help of human beings for his work, but human attain eternal welfare by working to fulfill God's wish. So it is an opportunity God is offering to Arjuna, that you fulfill my wish and attain moksha. It is my wish that they should perish. Opportunities that come our way to accomplish something for the pleasure of Lord are a very special blessing of Lord on us. It is by taking these opportunities that we attract his special grace and achieve our permanent position as the servant of God. Then we and God are in the same team. We become his servant, permanent servant, when we fulfill his wishes. So now the God is talking as a Mahakal. This role, he is the doer of all actions. No man is the Karta. Kal is the killer. The dharma of Kal is to kill. The Kal is always unsparing and relentless. The main idea to be understood is that Kal, that means the death, like life, is the part of Prakriti. Like life is the part of Prakriti, death is also a part of Prakriti only. Nobody can create life and nobody can create death. Either death, like life, electricity, nuclear power, gravitation, air, etc., is an objective force. We can only cause it, we cannot create it. Life, death, victory, defeat is beyond human control. It is ego which causes people to believe themselves to be the doer. It is to get rid of this ego consciousness that the revelation was made to Arjuna. That you are not the killer, I am the killer, I am killing them. You become only Nimitta Matra. God's love for Arjuna is so great that he is showing his most awing enemies as already killed. So that Arjuna is not bound to the result of action by the feeling that I killed Bhishmacharya, Dronacharya, Karna and all that. The central idea is that the lifespan of all those warriors shown as killed was already over. And seeing that Arjuna would not become the victim of ego by believing himself to be the killer and thus avoid bondage, Arjuna saw that his victory and praise were inevitable, in which he had no role because these actions were predestined by the Lord. The meaning of words rise and fight to attain victory means stand up from body consciousness to the soul consciousness. You are not a body, they are not a body. Come to the soul consciousness, Uttishta, and fight to attain the victory. You become Nishkam. When you are a soul, who can kill whom? Can soul kill or get killed? There too we have discussed this at length. The real challenge is to rise the soul consciousness, and that is what Sri Krishna is invoking in Arjuna, to remove the body consciousness and come to the soul consciousness. Nimitta matra bhav savvisache. This is an important message. By this expression, the God does not mean that Arjuna should perform actions only nominally, only take the bow and arrow in his hand and shoot somewhere. Not that. But it means that he should apply his full power, his full skills. But he himself should not take the credit of his victory. That is, he should not feel proud of his achievements. Message to all of us, Gita Sadhak, devotees of Lord Krishna, is that whatever power, whatever knowledge, whatever capabilities have been bestowed upon us by the God, we should fully apply those, but we cannot attain God. By applying our power, we can attain God only by His grace. But that does not mean we should not try our best for achieving. We should try our best. Then the God will grace us. Sri Krishna also encourages Arjuna to be the instrument by reminding him of the exceptional skills that he has received in the art of archery. By his grace, of course. Hence, he addresses him with the evocative Savvasachin, means expert archer. This Arjuna is admirable, ambidextrous, and is able to discharge arrows with either hands. God is showering His grace graciously on us. As a calf draws milk from one udder of the cow, but the God has provided the cow 4 udders. Similarly, God is showering His grace from all 4 sides. We have to become merely an instrument in His hand. Arjuna had to fight the war, therefore the Lord asked him to fight by merely becoming an instrument, Nimitta Matra, and he will get the victory. Similarly, we have the world before us. If we practice spiritual discipline by becoming merely an instrument, we shall gain victory over the world and attain the God. But at least Nimitta Matra we should become. No, we are not becoming Nimitta Matra also. We are not prepared to try also. Paramatma says, you try, no, become Nimitta Matra. I am there. I am the doer, you are not the doer. But unless you become Nimitta Matra, how can you attain what you really want to achieve? Further, Slok 34. Dronaincha bhishmaincha jayadrathancha karnan tatha jnanapi yodha viran maya hatatsvai jahimam vyatishta yuddhasva jeta sirane sapatnan. Dronaincha, Dronacharya, Bhishmancha, also Bhishmacharya, Jayadrathancha, also Jayadrat, Karna. Anya, others, Yodhaviram, Yodhaviran, the great warriors. Maya, by me. Hatan, Hatan means already killed. Ton, Tvam, you. Jahi, destroy. Ma, do not. Vyattishtha, get disturbed, get distressed. Yuddhasva, just fight, just fight. Jeta asi, you will conquer. Rane, in the battlefield. Sapatnan, enemies. So Sri Krishna says, slay Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya, Jayadratha, Karna and other brave warriors who are already doomed to be killed by me. Do not be afraid of anything. Jehma Vyatishta. Fight and you will conquer your enemies in the battle. See, Kauravas had many great Jandraths fighting the war from their side. Jayadratha, he had the boon that whatever caused his head to fall on the ground would instantly have his own head burst into pieces. Karna had a special weapon called Shakti given to him by Indra, which would slay anyone against whom it was used. But it could be used only once. So Karna had kept it reserved to take vengeance on Arjuna. Dronacharya had received knowledge of all weapons and how to neutralize them from Parshuram, who himself was an avatar of God, Parshuram. Bhishmacharya had a boon that he would die when he chooses to do so, Ichha Maran. And yet, if God wishes them all to die in the battle, then nothing could save them. Despite having all these attributes, nothing can save them. Ramayana says, Vidyancha idana paye sagar jutaye na neer pare upasak ver ghara jo vipaksha raghuvir. Meaning, if Lord Ram decides against you, is in vipaksha, that is against you, then you may live in the Vindhyachal forest, but you will not be able to get firewood to light the fire. You are in the jungle, but you will not get firewood. Strange. You may be by the side of the ocean, but water will not be available for you for your usage. Ocean is there, but you will have no water. You may live in the house of Kuber, the god of wealth, but you will not have enough to eat. And what is the use? If Jo Vipaksha Raghubira, if Ram is against him. Thus, even the biggest arrangements for security cannot avert the person's death. If God has willed it to happen, nobody can stop it. Shri Krishna says that he wishes Arjuna to be the medium to accomplish his will and receive the glory of the conquest as a reward for his devotion. Just as the devotees wish to glorify the God, it is God's nature to glorify his devotees. That is what precisely Shri Krishna is doing now. And Shri Krishna wants the credit of winning the war to go to Arjuna. He becomes Nimitta Matra and then be victorious. He wants people to say after that war, Arjuna fought the war so valiantly, so skillfully that he secured the victories for Pandavas. In spiritual life also, aspirants, devotees often become discouraged when they find themselves incapable of removing the defects of anger, greed, envy, lust, pride, and other negative emotions. Their guru then encourages them. If you have a guru, then your guru will encourage you. If you go to him saying that I can't control my anger, the greed always come to me, then the guru will encourage you. Don't get dejected. Don't get dejected. Fight, and you will conquer. You will conquer the enemies of your own mind, because God wants you to succeed. Your efforts will be nimitta matra, instrumental, while the God will fashion your victory by his grace. But you should keep trying. You should become at least nimitta matra. In this shloka, Shri Krishna is playing with Arjuna's mind. The Lord says, this man will have to die anyway. Moreover, I am the slayer, you are just an instrument. So abandon all your doubts and get ready for the war. Taking an example of our daily life, a child stumbles a chair and starts crying. He hits his leg on the chair, his leg gets injured, and then he starts crying. The mother tries to assault the child by saying, don't worry, my dear, I will hit back this bloody chair that has hurt you. She takes the child's little hand in her hand and pretends it to hit the chair with that little hand of the child. And the child feels very happy. He feels avenged that I have taken the revenge on this bloody chair by this make and believe gesture of his mother. Just forgetting the pain. He forgets the pain. Okay, the chair has hit me. I also hit the chair. Hisab barabar ho gaya. The mother manages to divert the child's attention, and this is precisely what Shri Krishna is doing here. He says, take your hand, I am holding your hand, you kill, I have killed him already. Thus he says to Arjuna, don't worry about taking any onus of anything. Just pick up your weapons and fight. God says, kill those who already stand killed by me. Does it mean that if someone kills a person, it means that he is killed only by the Lord? Thus a murderer will incur no sin. He will say he is already killed by God. I am only nimitta matra. I have not killed. God has killed. No, this is not right. This kind of thinking is not right. No one is authorized to kill or even trouble others. He has a right to only serve others and give comfort to them, not to kill them or to trouble them. If everyone has the right to kill every other person, there will be riots every moment and the world will be full of chaos and violence. A person who murders or tortures others certainly incurs sin. But a member of warrior class, here the context is battlefield. A member of warrior class who by giving up his ego, pride and selfishness joins the battle as sanctioned by the scriptures, incurs no sin. If he goes to the battlefield and he does not kill the enemy, then that is not following the prescribed duty. That is a dharma. Because he is performing his duty by killing the enemy. His kartavya karma is to defeat the enemy. Mahavyatishta yuddhasva. This is an important line. Arjuna considered it sinful to kill Dronacharya, Bhishma Pitama. So the Lord asked him not to be distressed with the fear of violence. He should perform his duty of waging the war. As he is a warrior belonging to the warrior class and the war has been thrusted upon him by his enemies, Kauravas, no sin he will incur by performing his prescribed duty, by performing his kartavya karma. Gita Sirane Sapatnan. Arjuna was not sure whether they will win or the enemy will win. Yadva Jayama Idivano Jayahu. He has asked this question. So Lord, while revealing his cosmic form, said to him, behold in this body of mine whatever else you want to see or you desire to see. Yahi kastai jagat krustam paschyad sadacharam mama dehe gudakesha. That slok we have seen already. So he saw scenes of victory, his victory, and the enemy's defeat. Arjuna also beheld Dronacharya, Bhishma, Karna, and others warriors, the hostile army, rushing headlong in that Lord's fire-emitting mouths. So indirectly, the God declared, he answered Arjuna's questions, Yadva Jayama Idivano Jayahu, you are going to win. They are going to get killed. So you are going to win. So God indirectly replied to Arjuna's question. And what was Arjuna's reaction to the Lord's call for action? This is stated now by Sanjaya. Now the scene again goes back to the palace of Dhritarashtra, where Sanjaya is narrating all this. This is like a script of a film, you know. The scene is shot here. Now the scene is moving to the palace of Dhritarashtra. Sanjaya says, Sanjaya vajo etachratva vachanam keshavasya kritanjalirvepamana kiriti namaskritva bhuya evaha krishnam sagadgatam bhita pranamya. Now Sanjaya is describing that when Shri Krishna said all this, what did Arjuna do? What did Arjuna do? Etat, thus, Shrutva, after hearing, Vachanam, the word, the speech, Keshavasya, of Krishna, Kritanjali, with folded hands, Namaskaram, Vepamana, trembling, Kiriti, the crown wearing. Why this Kiriti has been used, that we'll discuss. Kiriti, the crown wearing Arjuna, Kiriti. Namaskritva, saying Namaskar, salutation, obeisances. Bhuya, again. Eva, also, Aha, said. Krishnam, to Krishna. Sadgadam, with a faltering, with choked voice. Bhita, fearful. Pranamya, Namaskar, salutation. So beholding that very terrible cosmic form of the Lord, Arjuna had asked him in Shlok 31, who are you and what you want to do? Akhyahimiko bhavanugura rupo. God replied in Shlok 32, Kalos viloka kshekut pravruddho. I am the Almighty Kal, Mahakal, and I have come here to kill the world, to destroy the world, to fight, and consoled him that he would win because his enemies had already been killed by the god. Sanjay now reveals to King Dhritarashtra Arjuna's reaction to the Lord's statements. He says, having heard these words of Lord Keshava, Krishna, the crowned one, Kiriti, Arjuna, with folded hands, Kritanjalira, trembling, overwhelmed by the fear, addressed Lord Shri Krishna after bowing down in a choked, faltering voice. What he said, that we will see in the next shloka. Now here, Arjuna is referred to as crowned one, Kiriti. He had once helped Indra to kill 2 demons. As a token of his pleasure, Indra had placed a dazzling crown on Arjuna's head. In this shloka, Sanjay refers to the crown on Arjuna's head. And now who wears the crown? Crown is the symbol of monarchy. And Sanjay deliberately uses the word crowned, Kiriti, wants to hint out to the old king Dhritarashtra that his sons, the Kauravas, will lose the throne and Pandavas in the impending war are going to win. And they will be the one who will be crowned. They will become Kiriti, not Kauravas. They will become the Kiriti, they will be crowned. They will be crowned in the battle. So this was an indication to Dhritarashtra to show that he was going to win the war. But Dhritarashtra did not care about it. So that he could have stopped the war. Etat Chatva Vacharan Keshavasya Kritanjalir Vepamana Kiriti. Arjuna was terror struck after beholding the Lord's terrible cosmic form. He was more terrified when Lord declared that he was Almighty Kal, Mahakal, who would destroy all the warriors. So he began to tremble and bowed down to him with folded hands, offering obeisances. Namaskaram. Namaskritva bhuya evaha Krishnam sagadgatam bhita bhita pranamya. Time is Lord's destroying power, which always keeps on devouring all beings without exception. Time does not make any exception. When Arjuna beheld the terrible form of the Lord, he thought that Lord Krishna is the master of Kal. That means he is the death, which devours the entire universe, destroys the entire universe. So except him, there was no savior to protect him from the clutches of Kal, death. Only Shri Krishna can save me from Kal, Mahakal, from death. So Arjuna bowed down deeply to him again and again. Bhuya. Bhuya is again and again. Vishwarupa Darshana, the cosmic vision of the vision of cosmic form, it's both dimensions. The dimensions of divine beauty and splendor and the dimensions of death and destruction. Both can be seen in this Vishwarupa. It had delighted and frightened Arjuna beyond his imagination. On one side, he was very delighted, very happy to see the divine beauty of the cosmic form. On the other side, he was deeply frightened, seeing the death and destruction being caused by that cosmic form. Next shloka, 36. Now slok 36 to 45. These are from Arjuna and these are called the Kshama Prarthana Stotra. When we inadvertently commit some great sin in our life, we should pray to the God with these shlokas. 36 to 45. These are the Kshama Prarthana Stotra. Arjuna is now saying, Ane Rishikesh Tava Prakirtya Jagat Pravrushyatyandurajyate Cho Rakshamsi Bhitan Dishodravanti Sarve Navasyanti Siddha Sanghaha. So Sthane Rishikesh. Sthane Rishikesh. Sthane means right, appropriate. Rishikesh, Krishna. Tava, your. Prakirtya, the glories. Jagat, the entire world. Rarushyati is rejoicing. Anurajyate is becoming attached. Rakshamsi, demons, the Rakshas. Bhitani, out of fear. Disha, in all directions. Dravanti, are running away, are fleeing. Sarve, all. Namastanti, or offering respect. Also, Siddha Sangha, the groups of Siddha, the perfect human beings. Arjuna says, Sthane Rishikesh Tava Prakritya Jagat Parushatta Nurajyate Cha Rakshamsi Bhitan Disho Dravanti Sarve Namastanti Siddha Sanghaha. For Rishikesh, it is naturally right that the world feels deeply rejoiced in your devotional praise. The Rakshasas in fear dash helter-skelter in different directions. But the group of Siddhas go down in deep reverence to worship you. Ane Rishikesha Prakritya Jagat Purushutta Dharajyatejo Rakshamsi Bhitani Disho Dravanti Sarve Namasantita Siddha Sanghaha. Now in this slok and the next 10 slokas, Arjuna is making tribute to Shri Krishna's glories from various perspectives. He uses the word sthane. Sthane meaning it is but apt, it is but natural, it is but appropriate. It is but natural that the people of the kingdom who accept the sovereignty of their king delight in glorifying him. The praja, when it likes the king that they have, they glorify the king. It is also natural that those who harbor enmity towards the king get afraid of him, fear of him, and flee from his presence. And it is natural for the king's team of ministers to be deeply devoted to him. Arjuna draws a parallel to this, saying that it is only appropriate that the world glorifies their supreme lord, the demons become frightened of him, and the saintly personalities, Siddha Purusha, Siddha Sangha, offer devotional prayers to him. Now, which world would rejoice in the devotional praise of the God? Those who are spiritually oriented, devotedly perform bhajan, kirtan, etc. The non-religious people who ignore and sometimes oppose God, who are Rakshasas, dash and run in different directions due to ignorance, fear, and overindulgence in the habit of anger, fear, lust, greed, etc. The Siddhas naturally bow down to the God, because from this devotion they derive bliss and jnana, and only ignorant demons are seen running away from the God. Rishikesh. Rishik means the sense, Ish means the master, the God. So the master of senses. So Rishikesh means the lord of senses. It means that the Lord is the conductor of senses and mind. Tava Prakritya Jagat Parushanna Radhyatecha. People of this world, by having this inclination to the world, chant names and glory of the Lord, narrate his activities, and listen to these. By doing so, they are delighted. It means that people, by having an inclination for the world, develop attachment, aversion, etc., while by chanting the Lord's names and glories, they attain peace and delight. Further, Arjuna says, Slok 37, Kasmachatena nameran mahatman gariyase brahmanopyadikartre ananda devesha jagannivasa tvamaksharam sadasat tatparayat. Kasmat, why? So, also, they, unto you, no is not nameran. They should offer proper obeisances. Nameran. Mahatman, O great one. Gariyase. Gariyase, who are better, superior. Brahmana, than Brahma. Api, also, although Adi Kartre, the supreme creator, Adi Kartre. Ananta, O unlimited. Devesha, God of gods. Jagannivasa, the refuge of the entire universe. Tvam, you are. Aksharam, imperishable. Sat, asat, tat param, transcendental, yet because. So, kasmachyatena namiran mahatman, gariyase brahmanopyadi kartre, ananta devesha jagan nivasa, tvamaktaram sadasat tat paranyat. Arjuna says, see, Arjuna justifies he used the word sthane in the earlier shloka. So the propriety of using the term sthane, he is justifying. In the next 4 shlokas, he will say why I am saying sthane, why it is appropriate, natural. And he offers repeated salutations, namaskaram, obeisances to the Lord. O master soul, Mahatman, why should they not bow before you? O the greatest of all, the progenitor, even the Brahmadeva, Brahmano Adikartre, O infinite one, O Lord of the gods, of all the gods, O abode of the universe, Jagannivasa, you are eternal. You are the Sat, real, and Asat, unreal. Also, that which goes beyond Sat and Asat is all you only. Sada Satchaham Arjuna, that we have seen in earlier Adhyaya also. So that is, you are the supreme Parabrahma. Arjuna uses the word Kasmachyatena, means why should not all living beings offer their humble respects to the Supreme Lord? When the entire creation emanates from Him, is sustained by Him, and shall merge back into Him, why should not they pay their respect to you? They should. He is everything that manifests in the creation because it is all His energy. He is also everything that remains unmanifest because it is His latent energy, hidden energy. And yet, He is beyond both the manifest and unmanifest because He is the supreme energetic, the source of supreme master of all energies. Hence, neither the souls nor the material energy can ever do anything to impact His personality, which is transcendental to both, transcendental to soul as well as transcendental to the material energy. Arjuna specifically mentions that Sri Krishna is greater than the secondary creator Brahma, because Brahma is the senior most in the universe. All living beings are either Brahma's progeny or descendants of his progeny. However, Brahmadeva himself was born out of the lotus flower that grew from the navel of Lord Vishnu. That is Sri Krishna. Thus, while Brahma is considered as the senior most, Sri Krishna is the grandsire of the world because he created Brahmadeva. So Sri Krishna is Brahmadeva's grandsire. It is thus appropriate that Brahmadeva should also bow in front of him. Kasmachyatena nameran mahatman gariyase brahmano pyadikartre. The Lord, the progenitor, not only of the universe, but of the Brahmadeva as well, who created it. Thus being the greatest and the best of all, the entire world, entire worldly things and persons, he deserves the homage of all. Now, homage is paid to 2 kinds of people. One is the preceptor, the guru or the master, and the second is our parents, grandparents, and the elders. The Lord is the preceptor and the father of Brahmadeva, the creator of the universe. The homage should be paid to him. Ananta, the Lord is infinite, because he transcends the time, space, and intellect, etc. He has no beginning and no end. We have seen a couple of shlokas like this. His forms and glories are also infinite. Devesha, he is the Lord of all gods who are known, such as Indra, the king of gods, Varuna, the deity of water, as well as those who are unknown. Their destiny is shaped by him and he controls all of them. He is Devesha. Jagannivasa, the Lord is the abode of all the infinite universes because all of them are held in one fragment of him. Tvaya tatam vishmaranta rupam. The Lord is imperishable. He is real, which never ceases to be. And he is also the unreal, which has no existence. So he is real, unreal, and beyond that. He is also the absolute, the transcendental, who is beyond the power of senses, mind, and intellect, and cannot be described in any way. Vaya tatam vishvananta rupam. He has pervaded, he has occupied the entire cosmos. Further, Arjuna says in Shlok 38, Mamadeva Purusha Puranaspamasya Vishwasya Parannidhanam Vettasi Vedyancha Parancha Dhamatvaya Tatam Vishwananta Rupa. Tvam is you. Adideva, the original, primordial, supreme God. Purusha, personality. Purana, old. Tvam, you. Asya, of this. Vishwasya, of the universe. Param, transcendental, supreme. Nidhanam, the refuge. Vetta, Vetta is the knower. Asi, you are. Vidyam, the knowable, the worthy of knowing is knowable. Vidyam. Param, transcendental. Dham, Dham is the refuge, place of refuge. Vaya, by you. Tatam, Tatam is pervaded, occupied. Vishwam, the universe. Anantarupa, oh, unlimited form. So Arjuna says, you are the primordial God, primordial spirit. You are the ultimate shelter of the universe. You are the knower. You are the knowable and the supreme abode. This universe is fully pervaded by you, being of infinite forms. Anantarupa. Arjuna addresses Shri Krishna as the original divine person, the cause of all causes. Every object and every person has a cause or a source from which it comes into being. Our source of coming into existence, coming into being, is our parents. Even Shri Krishna had a cause. Although he is the God, he is an expansion of Lord Vishnu. However, Lord Vishnu himself is causeless, first cause of everything that exists. Shri Krishna is omniscient, knower of everything. Further, he is also the object of all knowledge. Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā says, true knowledge is that which helps us to know the God. And whatever work is done in the service of God, know that truly to be the karma. Whatever knowledge enhances our love for God, know that to be the true jnana, true knowledge. Vaidya Purusha Purana. The Lord is the primal deity, because he is the source of everything, sentient and insentient. He is also called most ancient person, Purana Purush, because he is the source of the entire creation and is eternal. Pamasya Vishwasya Parannidhanam. He is the ultimate resort of the universe, because the entire universe emanates from him, abides in him, and merges in him. Vettasi. It is he who possesses the real and full knowledge of the past, the present, and the future. And there is none who can be equal to him in knowledge. Vettasi. Vedyam. He is the only knowable by scriptures and by sense, and his knowledge is the highest goal of human life. Vidyam. Param Dhama. He is the supreme abode. Attaining him, there is no return and nothing remains to be done. Once you attain Paramatma, what remains to be done? Done. Nothing. Nothing remains to be known, to be acquired. This supreme abode is also called salvation, moksha, or the supreme state, the Param Gati. That is a Param Dham. Anantarupa. His forms, which he revealed in the cosmic form, are infinite. Taya Tatam Vishwamo. The entire universe is pervaded by him. He permeates every particle of the universe. Purana. No one is more ancient than the God. He is beyond time. Param Nidhanam, we have seen, the universe may be endless, but it resides in the fragment of God. God has infinite manifestation due to his Yoga Maya. Such is his Prakriti. The ancient Purush is the soul element, which is birthless, deathless, and omnipresent. The Adi Purush is the life element of the God. It never dies. While the gross body dies, it transmigrates. Supreme abode is that which is above the time, space, Prakriti, which is subject to change. Time changes, space changes, Prakriti changes. But the Supreme Abode is beyond all these things. The knower and the knowable is God Himself. Vettasi and Vedyam is He only. There are not two, they are not two, Vettasi and Vedyam, because there is no duality of the truth. God pervades in totality. No bit and fraction of the universe can exist without Him. Everything is pervaded, occupied by Him. We should note that Arjuna is now describing Shri Krishna's real, absolute essence, and not the one adored with a crown, having a flute in his hand, or wearing jewels. No, he's describing the cosmic form of Paramatma, not Krishna as his friend. Thus, first know the absolute existence, the absolute truth, the Tattva. Which Tattva? Which Arjuna is explaining now. And then know you. And finally see if there is a difference between you and that. Once you know the Tattva, examine yourself. What is the difference between you and that Tattva? This is the procedure of knowing. And in order to get this high level knowledge, the devotee first needs to prepare the base. This is the reason why most of the sadhus and sages and teachers advocate devotion for the Lord. Do mantra chanting, visit temples, do charity, follow dharma, perform yoga, and so on and so on. They generally preach only this much because they know the masses are not yet ready for the further steps. Once you attain these steps, then the further steps will be explained how to attain the God. See, having no spiritual practice, no integration of mind, no restraint over senses and mind, no discipline, then herd knowledge can be dangerous. Such a person will misuse the statement that all is Parabrahma. Vasudevam Sarvaiti. You will say if everything is Parabrahma, then what is the need of doing asana, pranayama, mantra japa and seva? Instead, why not spend the time in disco parties, feasting on meat and liquor? The ignorant with half knowledge may thus counter. Half-baked knowledge is indeed very dangerous. You will say dancing in parties also, seva Paramatma, because Paramatma is everywhere. So such foolish people will make such meaningless arguments with half-baked knowledge. So keep on treading on this path, step by step, one step at a time. Keep on practicing the precepts with sincerity and regularity. And a day will come when the shlokas of Gita will awaken for you, become your own experience. Whatever we are reading, whatever we are discussing will become your own experience in your life. Satsanga, seva, mantra chanting, charity, purification of mind, all these are the ways of distilling, refining our intellect and polishing it to such an extent that the supreme divinity gets reflected in that polished mind, polished intellect so clearly that even we can experience it. Further, Arjuna says, Vayuryamogner varnascha shanga prajapatisvam prapitamahascha namo namaste susahasrakotva punascha bhuyopi namo namaste. Now he is again doing namaskaram, namaskaram, which will continue for the next shlokas also. Arjuna says, Vayu, you are the Vayu Dev, wind, Yama, the controller of death, Agni, fire, the god of fire, Varuna, water, the god of water, Shashanga, Shashanga is the moon, Prajapati, Brahmadev, Tvam, you, Prapitamaha, the great grandfather, Nama, my respect, Nama, again respect, Te, to you, Astu, let there be, Sahasrakatva, thousand and thousand of times, Punascha, again, Bhuya, again, Nama, offering my respect, Namate, offering my respect to you again. So this shloka is full of namaskara, namaskara and namaskara only. Arjuna says, you are the Vayu, you are the wind, you are the Yama, death, you are the Agni, fire, you are the Varuna, the deity of water, you are Shashank, you are the moon, you are Prajapati, the creator Brahmadeva. Thus I offer my humble salutations to you thousand and thousand of times again and again, and yet again. Experiencing the profuse reverence towards Sri Krishna, Arjuna is offering repeated obeisances, sahastra thousand of times. In Diwali, we make different types of sweets, different types, different sizes, different shapes, colors. But the sweetness, maybe coming from sugar, is one common thing in all those sweets. Similarly, the celestial gods have their distinct personalities. Vayu, Agni, Yama, Varuna, Shashanka, Prajapati, all these. They have their distinct personalities and unique set of duties to discharge the administration of the world. However, the same Paramatma is sitting in all of them, manifests the special powers they possess. So they get their powers from the God only, from the Paramatma only. Consider another example. Variety of ornaments are made from the gold. They all have their distinct individuality. Necklace, bangles, all that. And yet they all have all are having gold. So just as gold is not an ornament, but the ornaments are gold. Likewise, Paramatma is all demigods and devatas, but the devatas and demigods are not Paramatma. In this shloka, Arjuna says that Sri Krishna is also Vayu, is also Yamaraj, is also Agni, is also Varun, is also Chandra, and he is also Brahma. See, Arjuna is overwhelmed with joy and fear. And this frenzy of superlatives is shooting out of Arjuna's mouth like a cloud burst. Seeing these divine forms of God, which are intensely exciting and chillingly frightening, dazed and excited, overjoyed and shell-shrunk with fear, Arjuna is supplicating and saluting the God with all the power at his command. In the heart of his hearts, Arjuna realized the enormousness of the God and his own insignificance. मैं कहाँ फुटपाथ का आदमी वो परमात्मा कहाँ है? So insignificance, he realized that I am talking to someone who is absolutely not comparable with me. I am insignificant, absolutely. During meditation, can we focus on this thought one day, which Arjuna is focusing now? How insignificant we are as compared to the Almighty Lord. Then the emotion of surrender automatically comes. When you can finally see the infinite essence of the God, see means experience. Here seeing this does not mean seeing by eyes, but realizing with your prajna, realizing with your higher wisdom. What else can you do other than bow down your head in complete surrender? That is what Arjuna is doing now. This is the state of Arjuna, where he is simply overwhelmed by the profound reverence and offers his sincere obeisance again and again at the feet of the Lord. And when you surrender yourself to the Lord, then the full responsibility goes to the Lord. And then you perform the duty only as his instrument. You become nimitta matra, without having any responsibility of your own. Then the responsibility is taken by the God. You become nimitta matra only. Further, Arjuna says, Shlok 40, Namah purastadata prushtadaste, Namo sute sarvata eva sarva, Ananta virya mita vikramatsvam, Sarvam samapno shitatosi sarvaha. Nama. Nama means offering namaskar. Purastat, from the front. Atha, also prushtata, from the behind. Te, to you. Nama astu, I offer my respect. Te, to you. Sarvata, from all sides. Eva, indeed, sarva, because you are everything. Ananta viryam, unlimited potency. Ananta amita vikram, unlimited force. Tvam, you. Sarvam, everything. Samapnoshi, you cover. Tata, therefore, asi, you are. Sarva, everything is you only. O Lord of infinite powers, infinite prowess, my salutations to you from the front, from the rear, and from all sides. O all in all, you possess limitless might and pervade the universe. O you are omnipresent. Arjuna continues with his glorification of Shri Krishna by declaring him as Ananta Virya, possessing infinite strength, Ananta Vikram, immeasurably powerful. Overcome with awe, he offers his salutation to Krishna from all sides, repeatedly exclaiming, Namah, 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 Namah. I bow down to you again and again, again and again. See, in the climax of meditation called Samadhi, when the mind becomes still and the ego is silenced, we shall see the Lord everywhere around us, enthroned in the heart of every creature. In Hindu religion, we have several stories to help us understand this experience. The story of Lord Hanuman is all well known. When he was caught by Ravana, Ravana was terribly impressed with Hanuman's bhakti, his devotion for Sri Ram. So to test him further, Ravana took a pearl of a necklace from his neck and offered it to Shri Hanumana to try and buy his allegiance. But Hanumana, he bites one or two pearls and then throws the necklace out of the window. Ravana, though very outraged, angry, he asked Hanuman, don't you know that necklace is very, very expensive? Hanuman replied, for me, everything is worthless if it does not enshrine my Lord Ram. I bit the pearl and saw that the Lord Ram was not there in those pearls. So what is the use? I threw it. Ravana then asked him, then where is your Lord Ram? And Hanuman, in answer, ripped open his chest and reveals his heart where Ram is enshrined in all his splendor. Now this is a simple story. But it shows in a very vivid way the capacity of all of us to enter into the depths of our consciousness and see there the source of all joy and all security, who is the Lord. So the Lord Sri Ram, who is enshrined in the heart of Hanumana, is there in our heart as well. We don't dare to open our chest, but mentally at least we can understand it. Okay, Shlok 41 and 42. Sakheti matva prasavanya duktam he Krishna he Yadav he sakheti ajanata mahimananta vedam maya pramadat pranayena vapi. And 42, we'll take both these shloks together. Yacha bahasarthamasatkritosi viharashayyasan bhojaneshu ekottavapyachyuta tatsamakshan tatkshamayetva maham aprameyam. Now Arjuna is very, very apologetic. Sakheti matpa pradhavanya duktam. Hey Krishna, hey Yadav, hey Sakheti. Sakha, Sakha is friend. Iti, thus, matva, thinking, opinion. Prasabham, very clearly, presumptuous. Yat, whatever. Uktam, said. Hey Krishna, oh Krishna, hey Yadav, oh Yadava, hey Sakhe, oh friend. Iti, thus, ajanata, without knowing, due to ignorance. Mahimanam, glories. Tava, your, idam, this, maya, by me, pramadat, out of foolishness, pramad. Pramad is what? What you should do, you don't do, and what you should not do, you do. That is called pramad. So out of foolishness, pranayena, out of love, va api, either. And 42, yat means whatever, cha also, avahasartham, for joking, asatkrut, dishonored, asi, you have been, vihara, relaxation, playing, shayya, in lying together, asana, in sitting, bhojaneshu, while eating together, eka, alone, athava, or api, even, achyuta, the infallible, tat samaksham, among companions, tata, all those, kshamaye, ask for forgiveness, tvam, from you, aham, I, apramiyam, the immeasurable. So Arjuna now says, regarding you merely as a friend, not knowing your divine essence, I have imprudently addressed you as, O Krishna, O Yadava, O friend, not knowing your greatness. Your transcendental glory I did not know. In whatever way I may have disrespected you, in the lighter vein, when in jest or jokingly, while relaxing together, or at the meal times, bhojaneshu, alone or amongst many people, I thought you as ordinary as me, please forgive me for my all these mistakes, O Lord Krishna. I did not know, Ajanata, I did not know the greatness of your nature, unchanging and imperishable. I did not know that you are actually Yogeshwar. You are the supreme yogi. You are the Jnaneshwar. You are the supreme Jnani. As discussed in Slok 24, Namasprishamditva Maneka Varnam, when love swells immensely, it makes the lover forget the formal position of the beloved. The love between Arjuna and Krishna was that Arjuna forgot that his friend was not only friend, he was the supreme Jnani, he was the supreme yogi, he was the Yogeshwar. Thus, in this extreme love for Krishna, Arjuna had shared many intimate, memorable moments with him, blissfully oblivious of his supreme position. Now, after seeing his Vishnu Roop and Vishwarupa, the cosmic divine form of the God, Arjuna, remembering his past behavior and interaction with the Lord, during which informality, jokes, mutually irritating instances of behavior and indulgences must have been commonplace, common instances, feels regretfully uncomfortable. What I have done? Arjuna must be amazed at his own ignorance that during his long association with Lord Krishna, he could not even once imagine or feel the vast divinity of Lord. He is feeling deeply embarrassed that he has been calling Shri Krishna by his name. Oh Krishna, like that. Now those who are pujaniya, venerated, are not called by their first names. Never. In our case, when someone who is not related to Gita Pariwar, he calls our Pujya Swamiji by his original first name. हाँ वो आपके स्वामी जी किशोर जी व्यास. We feel very offended. क्या बदतमीज आदमी है. He is taking the name of our Swami ji like this. So Arjuna is worried that due to his excessive familiarity, he had put himself on equal status with Krishna, equal status with the God, and had rudely, inappropriately addressed him as "Oh Krishna, oh Yadav, oh friend." He implores forgiveness for whatever he may have done in forgetfulness of the divinity of Sri Krishna's personality. No wonder that God, being even omnipresent, cannot be seen or felt by any person like Arjuna or by us. He is maybe around us, but we cannot see him, we cannot experience him. In fact, this is the greatest wonder and mystic power of the God. Even the divine eyes given by the God to Arjuna are unable to see the immensity and the vastness of the God. So this is a matter of experience, not seeing. Now comes a moment of great tenderness when Arjuna begs Shri Krishna to forgive him for forgetting his friend's divine nature. How perfectly Arjuna represents us. For the instances he mentions in daily living are the very ones in which we also forget the Lord is within us all. This shloka is the most emotional one in the entire Bhagavad Gita. Sakheti matpa prasvangyutaktam, He Krishna, He Yadav, He Sakheti, Ajanata Mahimanantavidam. My father, while reading Bhagavad Gita, when he used to read this shloka, he used to shed tears. And as a kid, I used to wonder why he cries every time he reads this shloka. And now my eyes also get moist when I read this shloka and I remember my father. Why I used to get so emotional? As the supreme source of love, the Lord would never have us to beg to him like, will you kindly consider my application for forgiveness and arrive at an early decision like the formal application we write. Real love knows no reservation or contracts. Most of us may not find it too difficult to ask the Lord for unreserved forgiveness. हमें क्षमा कर दो, and we expect that the Lord will forgive us. But we usually find it very difficult to forgive others when they have offended us. Do we forgive people like this so easily as the Lord is forgiving us? Actually, this is the perfect test of love. Can I forget my own hurt feelings and ensure their welfare? No matter how he or she has treated me, if I can, my love for that person is secured. See, the marvel of forgiveness is that when we can completely forgive someone for the tantrums they threw, loving them even little more because we see they really need our support. We are at the same time beginning to forgive ourselves. When we forgive others, we are beginning to forgive ourselves also for the very tantrums that we have ever thrown at others. You see how practical step it is to take. All those other people may long since have forgotten also what we did and said. Maybe some of them did not really care so much about in the first place itself. But deep in our own mind, every single storm has left its mark. We remember how we have insulted others. Every storm has burst a little hole in our consciousness through which the angry thoughts, angry words, and angry acts gradually seep into our daily life. In this sacred act of forgiveness, we are mending, we are repairing thousands of these little holes in our consciousness. It relieves us part of the tremendous burden that all of us carry within. If we forgive others, we are lessening our own burden. We are unnecessarily carrying that burden by not pardoning, by not forgiving them, healing our own consciousness, and taking the pressure of anxiety of our mind if we forgive them, and our nervous system as well. And it makes us much less likely to get provoked the next time someone rubs us on the wrong side. When someone insults us next time, we know how to forgive. This is how the miracle of forgiveness works. So this shloka treats us how we can forgive. In the next two shlokas, Arjuna is describing his glories, Shri Krishna's glories, and pleading for forgiveness. 43, this is the last shloka of today. Natvat samoste vedikakutonyo lokatrepya pratima prabhavo. Oh, before that, Pitasi lokasya characharasya tamasya pujyasya gururgariyan. Natvat samoste vedikakutonyo lokatrepya pratima prabhavo. Arjuna says, you are the father, Pitasi, Lokasya, of the universe, also the great teacher of this animate and inanimate char and achar creations, and are supremely adorable. O Lord, manifesting incomparable glory in all the three worlds, there is none equal to you. Then who could excel you? Natvat samoste vedikakutonyo. Arjuna says that Sri Krishna is the greatest and the senior most. The father is always senior to the son, of course, yes. Sri Krishna is the father of all father that exist. Similarly, he is the spiritual master of all spiritual masters. All the spiritual masters that exist, that are present. The spiritual master was the creator Brahmadeva, who passed on the knowledge to his disciples, and the tradition continues thereafter. However, Brahmadeva received the Vedic knowledge from Shri Krishna. Bhagavad-Gītā says, Śrīmad-Bhagavad says, Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavai. Shri Krishna imparted the Vedic knowledge into the heart of first-born Brahmadeva. Thus he is the supreme spiritual master. Upanishad says, there is no one equal to God, nor is anyone superior to him. Realizing Shri Krishna to be the same supreme Lord of Vedas, Arjuna is declaring his attributes in this shloka. God being infinite and supreme abode of all, everything, every object, ideas, qualities, knowledge, and beings all emanate from him. It is in this context that the God is the supreme father and supreme teacher of the time, space based world. Therefore, how can anyone be compared to him? Now, Arjuna, from the worldly experience, worldly point of view, by regarding the world as existent, he says, there is none equal to you. Then who could possibly excel you? But Arjuna is probably being overwhelmed, makes a logical error here. When there is none else besides the God, then there is no question of anybody being equal to him or excelling him. There is no one outside God, no? If there is some XYZ outside the God, then you can make the comparison. But there is none outside the God. Then how can there be anyone who is equal or excel God? So there is some logical error in this. But Arjuna being overwhelmed, he says this. Natva samaste vedika putonyo lokatreva pradima prabhava. We end the session here today. Now the forum is open for all of you to raise your questions. Thank you so much. Jai Shri Krishna.
Thank you so much, Vikas Bhaiya ji, for that wonderful Vivechan session and describing Arjuna's emotions. It's a roller coaster emotions that he goes through after the Vishwaroop Darshan and Bhagwan's words. Thank you so much. It is perhaps a good karma that today we are blessed to have come into the folds of Gita Parivar, where our spiritual journey is so illumined with the light of wisdom, be it in the form of learning to read Gita ji with the correct pronunciation or through such thought-provoking Vivechan sessions. A quick reminder of the opportunity to give your selfless seva at the feet of Bhagwan through Gita Parivar's Aao Gita Sevi Bane program, where we have 12,000 Sevis giving seva in this huge activity that is going on. You can get more details on how you can become a Sevi in the English session that is scheduled at 8:30 p.m. tonight, and the links for that is already there in your WhatsApp groups. Many of our fellow sadhaks are today at Mahakumbh giving Prachar Seva. This will continue till the 12th of February. If any one of you wish to be part of this very unique seva, which is almost like a one-in-a-lifetime seva, you are welcome to join them at the Mahakumbh. And finally, you can let your friends and family know that our next L1 batch is starting from 21st of February, and they can be part of this wonderful experience. Please remember to share the Vivechan library, the Zoom link, the YouTube links, even if your friends and family have not yet become part of Gita Parivar, so that they can also get value out of it. We now request sadhaks to please raise their hands and, if possible, switch on their video cameras to ask your question to Vikas ji. Shri Vidya ji, please unmute. Yes. Please ask you're unmuted, Didi. Please ask your question.
Jai Shri Krishna. I had two questions, sir. One is the sloka from 35 to 36 to 45. Is it good if we chant it daily? Because daily I chant 12th chapter, that is Bhakti Yoga. And because I am not able to chant all the 18 chapters, what I do is Monday I chant 12:1, then Tuesday 12:2, like that. So other than that, should I chant this shloka from 36 to 45 is first question. And second question, one of a close relative, which I don't want to mention the name, maybe I can tell as a sister, she had a lot of trauma which she had experienced from her son. Maybe at the adolescence age of her, at that age of his, maybe between 20 to 24 or whatever it is. Maybe should have suffered a lot. She had a very smooth life when the son was still 18, and during the adolescence age, she had a very tough time because of the hormone imbalance or whatever it is. Maybe 6-7 years, she suffered a lot of trauma. And now again, everything is normal and she leads a very happy life. But the thing is, she's, even though she chants Gita, Narayanam, everything, but often she gets a negative thing wherein again she may get back that trauma which she had experienced long back. My question to you is: is it the years that she experienced that Rama was the Janma karma, and that she experienced and everything? Now it washed away, and now she's leading a happy life. Is my part of the question. And second, she's having that inner side of feeling of fear, whether that may again, if it comes, how I'll be able to face it. So, what kind of positive thing should I pass on the message to her?
Okay, first thing first. If we are reading entire Bhagavad Gita, then these 11 shlokas are already included. From 34 to 45, these are already included. You don't have to read them separately. But if you are not able to read entire Bhagavad Gita, then learn by heart at least these 11 shlokas, which are Kshama Prarthana Stotra. When we commit some error, some sinful act, knowingly or unknowingly, then this is a Kshama Prarthana. Arjuna is asking for getting pardoned from Lord. So we should also be doing that. If Arjuna has done some mistake, we also have done thousands of mistakes. And we should be honest enough to accept that, yes, Lord, we have made a mistake. Please pardon us. Please forgive us for that. So these 11 shlokas, they are highly emotional. And then we pray to the God to forgive us so that we can march ahead on the path of spirituality. If that sentiment of papa karma, sinful act remains in our mind, we always get distracted and disturbed. So to wipe out that disturbance from the mind, if we put up this Kshama Prarthana Sutra, then at least our conscience is clear that we have requested the God with full truthfulness of my mind, with full truthfulness of my antakaran to forgive me. And God, being magnanimous, will definitely forgive me. Because I don't want to commit the same mistake again. Yeah.
This 11th sloka is from 36 to 45, that comes to only 9 numbers.
No, 34.
You had mentioned 36 to 45.
Sthane Rishikesha, from Sthane Rishikesha. From Sthane Rishikesha.
Yeah, that is 36. To
45.
That comes to 9.
No, then left. Sthane Rishikesha. 36 to 46, sorry. 36 to 46. Kiritirang Gadine Chakrastan Chamitvan Dashtuman Tataiva. That slok we have yet to cover. 36 to 46. So this makes 11 sloks. Okay. So these 11 sloks is called Kshama Prarthana Stotra. 46 slok we will take in the next session. Yeah. And then secondly, about your close friend or sister or whatever. See, whatever we face in our life, if we keep that in our mind all the time, we don't achieve anything. Whatever is bygone, isn't it? If we keep thinking of the past again and again, then we have no future. If we can forget the past, then only we have a bright future. Otherwise, we will again get into the darkness of past only. Past, remaining in the darkness of past is going to help our future in no way. So one has to come out of that. And as you rightly said, it is the prarabdha which that lady had to face. Whether it is hormonal change or some unforeseen activity in her life or some unfavorable act that might have happened in her life, it is all the prarabdha of the purva sanchit, of the earlier lives that she might have lived, and she might have done some errors here and there for which she has to face these consequences in this life. It is not necessary that we face the consequences in the same life. We may have to face the consequences in the next life also. Nothing goes unpaid. That we must remember. If we have to face the consequences and wipe out that sinful act, we should feel happy that my balance sheet is getting clear and clear. I have suffered because my some earlier karmas have given me this punishment, and now the score is equal. Now I am clear. God has punished me for this earlier bad act of mine. Now everything is clear. So every act of unfavorable things that comes in our life, if we start looking at in this perspective, then our conscience will become more and more clear, and we will be more thankful to the God for giving us this opportunity to clear our past papa karmas. And then we are clear with conscious mind to go ahead. That whatever has happened in the past was definitely some reaction of my sinful act, which is now clear. God has punished me, and the score is settled. Instead of carrying it to the next life. See, our objective of this human life is to get moksha, to salvation, to get liberation in this life itself. Whether we get or we don't get is a different issue. But we should go as close to Paramatma as possible in every possible life that we get. Now, in this life, we are fortunate enough to learn Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranam to understand the God in reality, to know his real essence of the God. So we are definitely going closer and closer to the God. In the remaining years of our life, if we go so close to Him that we become one with Him, then that is the getting the moksha, becoming oneness with the God. If it happens in the next life, also it's okay. Because whatever we are we are living half done in this life, next life we are going to start from that point onwards. We don't have to start from scratch. We don't have to start from zero again. So whatever sadhana, spiritual sadhana we are doing in this life is going to help us not only in this life, but in the future life also. So tell your colleague to think on these lines, to continue the spiritual sadhana without any mental disturbance, thinking that God has punished me and I'm clear now and I will continue my spiritual sadhana till the end of my life. It may help in this life, definitely it will, and it will definitely help in the next life as well. So with this firm commitment and with this firm faith in the God, if we continue our spiritual sadhana, then we are one with the God, not in this life, next life. If not in next life, next to next life. Isn't it?
Okay.
But our thinking should be clear.
Sir, my last question is this Vishnu Sahasranama session is going to start on February 9th, another batch.
Right.
But is there any explanation like Bhagavad Gita, sir? Only the teaching is happening, but explanation of this thing, Yudhishthira asking Bhishma the questions and Bhishma in turn, the namas of Vishnu Sahasranama, that explanation, anything has been done?
Yeah, it is. I try to give it in my class, whether I conduct in Marathi, Hindi, or English. But it is not as in Gita Pariwar also in the class, it is not allowed to tell the meanings of the shlokas. So similarly in Vishnu Sahasranam, people generally don't tell the meaning of shlokas. In my personal view, we should tell the meaning so that people get more rooted in that Vishnu Sahasranam or whatever Gita if they are learning. If we are learning Gita without understanding the meaning, then it does not complete the full purpose of our learning Gita. Because unless we, as Pujya Swamiji says, Gita padhe, padhaएं और जीवन में लाए. पढ़े तो आ गया. With good pronunciation, everybody has learned Gita from first to 18th adhyay. Very good. पढ़ाए. Some of you are teacher also in L1, L2 or L3 who are already passed L4. But जीवन में लाए. If you want to bring it in your life, you must understand what the message of Paramatma is for us. If you understand the message, then Gita becomes Hridayastha. It goes in our heart. And unless it goes in our heart, it cannot come in our life. Isn't it? So to understand Gita, that's why I always insist in my classes as elsewhere, everywhere also, that we should attain these Vivechana Satras so that you are free to ask your difficulties or all the 15, 20 shlokas, whatever are covered in the session. And then you are clear about what you have learned in the past week. So these shlokas we have covered are already taught in the last week in the class. But there we cursorily mention what does it mean. In the Vivechana, we have ample of time. And in that time, we try to explain the ins and outs of that shlokas, each word also. And then we are free to ask questions. If we can ask the questions and get your doubts clarified, you can start doing your own contemplation, your own manan chintan on these shlokas. And unless you do your own manan and chintan, you cannot become close to the God. That should become your sthayi swabhav, your inherent nature. To keep thinking about this. 2 o'clock in the midnight, you wake up, some shlok should be taking ground in your mind. What you have learned in this week or last week. So that is the way our commitment should be to the Gita or to Vishnu Sahasranam, whatever you are learning. With that commitment for months, then only we can bring it in our life. Pick up any shloka Bhagavad Gita, try to go into great depth of it and try to bring, if we can, it in our life. All 700 shlokas, of course, we cannot bring in our life, agreed, but at least few of them. Few of them. Even if we can bring one shloka, even if we can bring one charan of Bhagavad Gita in our life, we will be a changed person. In 8th adhyay, which we will cover next, Mamanusparyudhyacha, you become my devotee and you keep performing your kartavya karma also. So that we will discuss when that adhyay comes, 8th adhyay. But my point is, we should try to bring some message of God, even in Gita or Vishnu Sahasranam, in our day-to-day life. That should be the purpose of learning. Merely learning the pronunciation is not enough. Is not enough. See, pronunciation, You have done L1, 12th and 15th adhyay. You have done L2, 9, 14, 16, 17 adhyay. L3, L4 adhyay are also same, no? They are also Sanskrit only. All the rules of Visarga, Aghat, Rasva, Dirgha, everything is same, isn't it? So the focus should keep on changing. As you learn more and more, you should go higher and higher in your wisdom. If all 18 adhyay you focus only on learning the pronunciation, then you are missing something.
Maybe also there are sessions from 7:30 in the morning to 8:30 in the morning on Sundays on Vishnu Sahasranam. Once you start your classes, the link for those sessions will be given on your WhatsApp participants group.
That is the weekly recitation of Vishnu Sahasranam, followed by some explanation.
Explanations, yes.
You can attend to those also.
So Sundays.
It is done,
Yeah.
it happens on Sundays, yes.
So that means when I join this link of 9th February, so I'll be getting on
Everything
Sunday.
will be explained to you.
Yeah, everything will be.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Surya Priyaji, can you please unmute yourself? Surya Priyaji?
Didi, Sheila Didi is there.
Yeah.
You can ask a question.
Yeah, Jai Shri
Sheila
Krishna, sir.
Yes.
Jai Shri Krishna, sir. Sir,
Sir,
I want to ask about Sanchit Prarabdha and Kriman Karma.
okay, whatever karma we do, this I explained many times, but okay, let's go it once again. See, whatever karma we do, whether it is sattvic, rajasi or tamasi, any karma, every karma leaves an imprint in our antakaran. We carry 3 baggages with us at the end of our life. One bag is of sattvic imprints of the karma that we have done as sattvic karma in our life. Second bag is of rajasi imprints that we have done in our life. And third, similarly, is of tamasi karma imprints. What we carry is not our property or money in the next life. We carry 3 bags with us. And these 3 bags, they decide what kind of life we are going to have in our next life. So, every karma, it has an undeniable karma phala, whether it is sattvic, rajasi, tamasi, anything. But the karmas which gives you the instant karma phala, so the account is gets settled there. Some karmas you don't get the phala instantly, but it goes and sits in your sanchit, in your deposit. That deposit may be lying in your account for last many lives. And that karma phala may spring in front of you in any of your future life as your prarabdha. 10 people are giving interview. You have done excellent in your interview, but you don't get selected. Some XYZ gets selected who is very average person as compared to you. Then what do you say? Prarabdha. Some past karmas of mine have propped up just now and have punished me for no fault of mine this time. I did very best this time. I should have been selected, but I did not. Why? Prarabdha. So when we don't find any answer to our this kind of questions, normally we push it on to the prarabdha. That this is punishment God has given me. Or sometimes when we are doing bad, then also we get selected. That is also prarabdha. Some good karma phala have helped us at the right time. So whatever is lying in sanchit, the deposit, when it comes in the form of some karma phala in future, it is becoming the prarabdha, sanchit prarabdha. Okay.
Sir, I want to explain myself. The Sanchit Karma is all karmas we have done. And Prarabdha Karma is what we will face my future, which is those are fixed to जिसको हमने भोगना है प्रारब्ध and क्रियमान what we are doing bad or good.
क्रियमान जो है कर्म, क्रियमान जैसे आपने आज काम किया, आपने गीता विवेचन सुना या गीता पढ़ी आज दिन भर में और शाम को आपको कुछ अच्छे अनुभव आ गए, तो आपका कर्म का जो फल था वो आपको मिल गया. ठीक है. You feel the mental peace. Okay. So you get the karma phala of the good karma that you have done. So account is settled. Kriyaman ho gaya. Some karmas what we do in the day or in the night, if we don't get karma phala now, sanchit and prarabdha are not karmas. They are the deposits. Sanchit is deposit. Sanchit means deposit.
जी
Worldly meaning of sanchit is deposit. So the karma
जी
goes and sits in our deposit, in our sanchit, and the interest or the karma phala of that deposit is paid to us in the form of prarabdha. That karma phala which springs up or we props up in front of us at any future time, maybe in this life or in the next life or the next to next life, it is called prarabdha. As I said, every karma, it does not go unnoticed. Even if we feel that nobody is watching me, but the God is watching you all the time. And every karma to pay the phala. If not now, you see a lot of people think that all these politicians are so corrupt. Many of them are criminals, but they are still prospering. How is it possible? They get paid for their karmas. If not now, in future. Not in this life, next life. Nobody goes unpunished. Nobody goes unrewarded. So we should have deep faith in Gita's teachings that our karmas are the one which will take us to the next life. If we are doing good karmas, we'll have good life. If we are doing bad karmas, we'll have bad life.
सर मतलब ये है जो क्रियाण कर्म हम करते हैं वो संचित कर्मों में चले जाएंगे और जो
नहीं,
प्रारब्ध
क्रियमाण
है वो
संचित
हमारे
में नहीं
कुछ
जाते। क्रियमाण कर्म वो होते हैं जिसका आपको इमीडिएटली फल मिलता है और अकाउंट उसका सेटल हो गया, तो क्रियमाण कभी संचित में जाता नहीं है। जिस कर्म का फल मिलता नहीं है वो संचित में जाके पड़ता है, डिपॉजिट में जाके पड़ता है। क्रियमाण तो मिल गया ना, आपने आज कर्म किया, आपको आज फल मिल गया इमीडिएटली, तो क्रियमाण का तो हिसाब बराबर हो गया।
संचित कर्म होंगे जो हमने तामसी काम करे हैं या टोटल काम?
जो भी काम किए, सात्विक किए हैं, राजसी किए हैं, तामसी किए हैं, जो भी काम किए हैं, यदि उसको आपका फल अभी नहीं मिला है तो ऐसा मत सोचिए कि मेरे को इसका फल मिलेगा ही नहीं, मैंने बड़ा बुरा काम किया फिर मुझे फल मिला नहीं इसलिए परमात्मा ने मुझे क्षमा कर दिया है। ऐसे कोई क्षमा वगैरह करते नहीं परमात्मा, वो आपके संचित में जाके पड़ता है और परमात्मा डिसाइड करते हैं कि आपको उसका फल कब देना है। तो वो संचित वो है जहाँ पे आपका डिपॉजिट में जाके पड़ता है कर्म, और उसका फल कब देना है वो प्रकृति डिसाइड करती है कि आपको कब
संचित में
पनिश
से
करना है या कब रिवार्ड देना है।
सर संचित में से हमने क्या भोगना है वो प्रारब्ध है।
हाँ,
संचित में हमने इस जन्म में क्या भोगना है वो प्रारब्ध है।
वो
और
प्रारब्ध
क्रियमाण का जो हमारे माइनस
इमीडिएट हो
कर्म है
गया,
वो पुराने को
वो
कट
तो इमीडिएट
करेगा।
हो गया, इमीडिएट हो गया जो हो गया वो क्रियमाण हो गया। जिसका इमीडिएट फल हमको मिल गया है वो क्रियमाण है।
ठीक सर, क्रियमाण जो हम अच्छे काम करते हैं उसका जो फल मिलेगा, जो बुरा काम करेंगे उसका जो फल
उसका भी
मिलेगा।
फल मिलेगा, लेकिन क्रियमाण फल मिल गया तो हिसाब खत्म हो गया फिर वो।
जी सर। अच्छा सर, कुछ कुछ मेरे वर्ड्स मीनिंग थे सर जिसका मुझे अर्थ नहीं समझ में आया। वैसे मैंने गीता की बुक से ट्रांसलेशन समझा था।
हाँ,
भाषस्थ वोग्रा मीन सीम्स, लग रहा है जैसे ना।
भाषस्थ उग्र, भाष मीन्स रेडियंस, उग्र, उग्र मीन्स फेरोशियस, fearful.
हाँ, भाषस्थ माने
तो
मीन्स
परमात्मा इज फेरोशियस, उग्र, भाषस्थ उग्र।
भाषस्थ मीन्स क्या होगा सर?
भाषस्थ मीन्स द
लगना।
रेडियंस, द रेज ऑफ
अच्छा जी।
परमात्मा, बिकॉज दिव्य सूर्य सहस्त्रस्य we read in the earlier shlokas, the Paramatma's glaze, the radiance, the splendor was so much as if thousands of suns have arisen together in the sky. So that glaze, that radiance of Paramatma is said in this.
और
Vasasta
रीते
Ugra,
मीन्स
that radiance is Ugra, very difficult to see. Vasasta
सर
Ugra.
रीते
Huh?
मीन्स नष्ट होना होगा सर।
Rite means empty, not to do anything. So Arjuna, Ritepi means even if you become empty, you don't do anything, you keep sitting idle, even then those fellows are going to get killed because I already killed them. They are predestined to die. Even if we remain Rite, they are going to die. They are not going to survive. Just because you are not shooting them, you are not killing them, do you think that they will survive for all? No. They are already killed. Their time has come. So even if you remain Rite means you don't do anything. If you don't do
रित
anything,
मतलब
हाँ,
मये वेति, मेरे द्वारा सर, मेरे द्वारा बाय मी, मये वेति 33
हाँ,
श्लोका सर।
हाँ, मेरे बेटे, they are already finished. They are already killed by me. They are already slain by me.
सपतनान सर, एनिमी।
Sapatnan is the enemy.
यस सर।
Sapatnan.
और
Patnan means not Patni. Sapatnan is the enemies.
सर वेपमान मीन
Vepan is to
वेपमान।
tremble, trembling.
अच्छा। भूया
Okay.
माने फिर से सर गरियसी सर, गरियसी।
Garyasi means superior. You are superior. Garyasi Brahmano Padi Kartare. You are superior to the Brahmadeva also because you created Brahmadeva, no? So you are Gariyase Brahmanopadi Kartare. The Adikarta, Brahmadeva, you are the creator of the Brahmadeva. So you are Gariyase, you are superior than him. Gariyase Brahmanopadi Kartare.
सर पुरस्तादत सामर्थ्य वाले
Prastad is from the front. Protastasta is from the behind, from the rear. Disheshas are all in all directions. So
यदुक्तम
Arjuna
means
is offering Namaskaram obeisances from all directions. Front, back, this side, that side, everything. Okay, let us
यदुक्तम means
Didi,
pass
I
on to
think you
question
can
two.
get the Anvay Gita and you will get the meaning of every word
yes
in that from
Yeah,
from
okay
Gita
okay. Let us
verse.
continue with other
okay Didi.
questions if anyone has.
Yes.
Yes sir. Thank you sir so much.
Raghavendra Joshi ji.
जय श्री कृष्ण मैम।
Jai Shri Krishna.
जय श्री कृष्णा जी।
Raghavendra Joshi ji.
नहीं दीदी सूर्या प्रिया दीदी she's asking.
Okay, she is unmuted. Okay. Surya Priya ji.
जय श्री कृष्णा जी।
Jai Shri Krishna.
A small doubt, can you say Bhagavad Gita was composed between which century?
In which?
Century.
Bhaiya. Which century was it composed?
It is nearly 5,350 years back. Nearly that. I can tell you the month and date also in the next session if you want.
And can you derive the name Bhagavad Gita, how it came? The book Bhagavad Gita name.
This is a song of God. Bhagavad is God. Gita is the to sing something. So God is singing this. Bhagavad Gita. This is the song of God.
Okay.
That's why Gita you don't have to read like text. You have to sing it. Sakheti matva prasavanya duktam. He Krishna, he Yadava, he Sakheti. Ajanata mahimananta vedam. Maya pramadat pranayena vapi. So it is like a song. Every shloka of Bhagavad Gita is a song. Is a stanza of a song and you have to read it like a song. You don't read it as text. Sakheti matva prasavanya duktam. He Krishna, he Yadava, he Sakheti. Ajanata mahimananta vedam. Maya pramadat pranayena vapi. Not this way. Sing it like a song.
Yeah. Okay.
Bhagavad Gita. Okay. Next question, anyone?
Raghavendra Joshi ji.
Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya. Well,
Jai
it
Shri
is
Krishna.
not related to 11th chapter, but personal thing. I heard that you are reciting Bhagavad Gita 18 chapters every day.
Yeah.
So I am trying to do that. I am in L4 now. I recite all the 12 chapters every day, 3 to 4 days per week. Now I
Very
wanted to know what is the purpose and benefits that you are doing 18 chapters every day.
Purpose is to remain in touch with Lord all the time of our life. That is the purpose. And benefit, I don't look at benefit at all now. Whatever I had to achieve, I have already achieved. Whatever God had to give me, He has given me in abundance, more than what I deserve. So I have nothing to ask from God. Now what I do for God is nishkam. I have no kamana, I have no expectation, I have no desires, no expectations, no demand at all. So this is all nishkam. When I read Gita, the Gita shlokas move in my mind like a video, because thanks to Lord Krishna that I started understanding meanings of shlokas, and then when I read the shloka, the meanings of those shlokas start taking round in my mind, and every day you can imagine if all the words of Krishna are taking round in your mind, how much solace, how much peace of mind you can enjoy. So that is itself is a big award, no? Isn't it? So you don't have expect anything material desires by reading Gita. Gita does not guarantee you a very rich life, but it tells you how to handle if you are poor, how to handle if you are rich, how to handle if you are poor. So how to live the life is that encyclopedia is Gita. Don't expect any kamana or desire, material desires from Gita.
I just wanted to know why 18 all the day, every day. I'm trying to emulate you and try to.
No, that is wonderful if
decide-
you are trying to read all 18 Adhyas Gita every day. Because when it starts, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre, Samaveta, Yutsabha, and ends at Yatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Yatra Partha, Dhanadhara, you cover the all 18 Adhyas. That means you have covered the Sankhya Yoga, the Bhakti Yoga, the Karma Yoga, the Jnana Yoga, all yogas. Kshetra Kshetra Vibhaga Yoga, Vibhuti Yoga, and this Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga. Now this 11th Adhyaya which we are reading now for last couple of weeks, if we read this Adhyaya every day, and if we have understood every word of it, and if we can take darshan of this Vishwarupa in our mind every day, what do you want? We can see the Lord in our mind every day. What more do you want? Isn't it? And another advantage of reading is every day is when you learn by heart this, then whether you are traveling, you are walking on the street, or you are taking an evening walk or a morning walk, don't bother about what others will say. Mentally, you keep on reading Gita. You learn by heart all the others. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Manne Shri Manarayana ji.
Didi and Guruji, Jai
Yes,
Sri
sir.
Krishna, both of you.
Yes,
So
sir.
I want to say that every Sunday, 7:30 to 8:30, that Sri Vishnu Sahasranama is going on. And
Right.
that is Parayana will goes, and after that Vivechana will be there. But
Yes.
Vivechana is in the Hindi, but if it is also in English in some other time, it will be more beneficial to other people who are in other languages.
Okay. See, we tried to start English classes in Vishnu Sahasranam, but so far we have got registration only to fill one class.
Yeah, that is correct. But
Because of the country-
in other languages also is going on. I am in Telugu from 7 to 7, the 5 to 5:40 in the evening. So
Yes.
okay, if there is no other time in the afternoon. Okay, I have taken that 5 to 5:40. Okay, but for other people, so if it is also in English, in other for other languages, they can understand more than Hindi. That is better for you.
I will take your suggestion and then we'll see if we can arrange few sessions for explaining the
Yes.
meaning in English.
Like Bhagavad Gita, what we are doing on Sunday one and Saturday in other language, that is Hindi or English, it is going on
Yeah.
like this way. You can kindly suggest that one so that
Okay.
it will be more beneficial and more. It will be known that Vishnu Sahasranama in a better way, and they can understand and they can emulate that meanings in their life.
Yeah. Once we had conducted 14 sessions. In each session, we had explained meanings of 10 shlokas. In 10 shlokas, there will be around, say, 80 to 90 names of Bhagavan Vishnu. So in
Yes,
one
yes.
session, we have explained that in Hindi. But now I accept your suggestion that we should do it in other languages as well, particularly in English. So
At least English.
we'll take this suggestion forward. We'll see what best we can do.
Thank you very much, Bhaiya. Thank you, Guruji.
Mahesh Prasad ji.
Jai Shri Krishna Didi, Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya ji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
My question is very specific. I want to ask about the shloka number 32, chapter 11. Kaloshmi lokakshay kart prabadho. With the many references I read, by the inspiration of this shloka, Oppenheimer made the atom bomb. And he has thrown on the Nagasaki by chanting this shloka. So how come that Oppenheimer got the inspiration by this shloka to destroy the common people?
See, he did not understand Gita, or not it was that he was reading Gita every day. But what he uttered was that I am Mahakal, all-time destroyer. So that is relevant to this shloka. Kalos miloka kshaykrat praruddho. Lokan samahart miha pravata. I am Mahakal and I am here to kill the people. So that is what Oppenheimer did there. He killed people in lakhs and thousands and lakhs in Hiroshima as well as in Nagasaki. So he was Mahakal for them. And he brought death to all the people. So to that only to that extent the relevance is there. Now many people who died in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, they were not bad people, no? They were innocent family people. So to kill them was not definitely a good act. It was a sinful act. But then when people do a sinful act, they want to take refuge of sin.
Want to kill the unjust people, but here he has taken the inspiration for the innocent people. That is my confusion.
Yeah, that's what I say. But he took only this meaning that Mahakal is all-time killer. So this atom bomb is a Mahakal, killer of everybody.
Okay.
So relevance is valid only to that extent. But this Mahakal, which Paramatma is explaining in Kalos mi loka kshay praruddho, is killing the unrighteous people. But at the same time, does it mean that Pandava's side people were not killed? They also got killed. Arjuna's son Abhimanyu got killed in the battle. So when the time comes, irrespective of whether he is righteous or unrighteous, he gets killed. Everybody's days are counted. And everybody's time does come, however great he may be. That is the thing, that death is unavoidable.
Amita ji. Please unmute yourself. You're mute, Amita ji. Yes, you are unmuted now. You can speak.
विष्णु सहस्त्र नाम मुझे एक अटेंड करना है
जी
तो आपकी क्लास में तो कैसे मैं कौन से लिंक से करूं? कुछ आया नहीं हमारे व्हाट्सएप में लिंक। मैं तो बहुत दिनों
आप
का
कौन सी
वेट
भाषा में अटेंड करना चाहते हैं? मराठी, हिंदी, इंग्लिश?
इंग्लिश विल बी बेटर।
So English class is at 9 o'clock in the night. Marathi will be at 5 o'clock. I mean, the class which I will take will be at 5 o'clock in the evening.
Night 9 o'clock English.
Yes, and 5 o'clock in Marathi.
5 o'clock in Marathi. And
Yes.
लिंक कौन सी लगाने की Zoom में?
vs.learngeeta.com. You open this link and get registered on this link.
अच्छा अच्छा.
vs.learngeeta.com.
VS.
Maheshji has already shared on the group now.
It's there in the chat.
Okay.
VS.
Okay. I will, in my WhatsApp it will come, no?
You can
No,
see
you
it in
can
the
note down.
chat here, Didi.
It is given in the chat. You can note down.
Okay.
You can note down and then open this link and register.
Yeah, I was actually waiting from since long, but I couldn't get it.
You can do it now.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It is continuous process of
Every month the classes go on. Once it starts, it goes on for 5 to 6 weeks, and then the new batch starts. Now we will be conducting around 25th batch now. From February, it will be 24th or 25th batch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Murali Saundarji. You're on mute, Didi. You're on mute. You have to unmute yourself.
Jai Shri Krishna. I had the same question as Amita ji, who just asked now to enroll for be a Vishnu Sahasranam class. I got the reply.
Log in on vs.learngeeta.com.
Yeah.
Okay.
Srividya ji.
Sir, actually, this English, no, one small request, this English language, it got already full, sir, and only one batch is there, 9 to 9:40. But other batches of different languages, they have different slots. So, but this time, invariably, I couldn't go for English because it was already full. So I had to go for Tamil, this thing. So it will be nice if different slots, like of different languages, how they have done. The time slots should be increased.
That's why, we always say that as soon as the link gets opened, you should register as quickly as possible. Some people jokingly say that to get admission in Vishnu Sahasranam is more difficult than getting admission in IIM.
Correct.
People keep waiting. What can we do? Because there are limitations on the number of classes that we can conduct. Because we have to serve in Gita Pariwar for teaching Gita, as well as in Vishnu Sahasranam for teaching Vishnu Sahasranam. The people are same here and there.
So I have to keep on seeing the link daily then when the next batch starts?
Now if you want to attend the March batch, the 9th February batch will be complete by say mid-March or so. So before it ends, the new link will come for the March batch.
Oh, okay. Then first week of March, I should be seeing the link then.
You should see the link. You log into vs.learngeeta.com, then you can register anytime.
I have registered, but that English has already been full, so I went for Tamil now.
Yeah.
But I wanted in English, so I'll see in first week of March. Thank you. Thank you.
Anyone has any further questions? Surya Priya ji, you have any more question? Your hand is raised.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ji, in which book and chapters of Mahabharata did Bhagavad Gita appear?
It is the Bhishma Parva. See, Bhagavad Gita and Vishnu Sahasranam both are a part of Mahabharata only. The only difference is Gita started before the war was started, and Vishnu Sahasranam, when Pitama Bhishma, he was on the battlefield, truly, thoroughly injured, when his body was pierced with so many of arrows from Arjuna, when he was lying almost dead on the Kurukshetra battlefield, that time he said Vishnu Sahasranam. So they are both from the Bhishma Parva only.
Yes, but in Bhagavad Gita, which chapters we can see Mahabharata?
In Bhagavad Gita, in Mahabharata, no, you can ask the other way. Bhagavad Gita comes from Mahabharata. Mahabharata doesn't come from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is a small part of Mahabharata. Mahabharata consists of more than 1 lakh shlokas.
Okay.
Out of 1 lakh shlokas, only 700 selected shlokas have been picked up in the form of Bhagavad Gita. Mahabharata is too big. Mahabharata is too big. So Gita is an extract from Mahabharata, not the other way.
Okay. Ashutosh Swainji, please, please go ahead, Bhaiya.
Actually, I wanted to know, can we listen to the analysis of Vishnu Sahasranam in any site?
Yes, in Pune Gita Pariwar, we can share you the YouTube links, wherein in 14 sessions, the Vishnu Sahasranam, as I mentioned sometime back, 10 shlokas were covered in every session, and right from Yasya Smarana Matrena, Tasamsar, right from first shloka up to the end of shlokas. See, there are 142 shlokas in Vishnu Sahasranam.
Yes.
So in each session, we had tried to cover 10 shlokas. In 14 sessions, we had covered all 142 shlokas. And each name of Bhagwan Vishnu, Om Vishnu Vishnu Shatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu, Bhutakrit Bhuta Vruddhava Bhutatma Bhuta Bhavana, Om Vishwam Vishnu Shatkar. All these are the names of Bhagwan Vishnu. And what is the significance? What is the meaning of each name? That is explained.
Actually, in which site? Which site can I see, please? Which site?
Pune Gita Parivar.
Punya Gita Parivar.
Pune, P-U-N-E, Pune.
Pune. Okay then. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Vishalakshi ji, you have to unmute yourself. You are still mute, Didi. You're still mute. Again, you become a mute. Yes, yes, Didi.
It was a really wonderful Vivechan. And I just had a small question that you mentioned he recites entire Bhagavad Gita every day. So how many hours does it take to recite one?
Initially, when you start, it may take 2 hours, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. But once you are used to doing it, then it may take not more than 1.5 hours. So 1.5 hours is enough for all 18 adhyayas of Bhagavad Gita.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, because once or twice in our group, ladies group, we did that, but for us it took 3 hours. So that is why it was. Maybe we are not used to it. Yeah.
Once you get used to it, you can start reading.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, does anyone have any more questions? I don't see any.
Mahesh Prasad. I want one more question. Didi, I want to one more question.
Yes.
Sorry. Sir, I want to ask, apart from Arjuna, how many people saw the Vishwarupa darshan of Lord Krishna?
Sanjay only.
Sanjay only.
There
were one person, Barbaric. Barbaric also saw the Vishwarupa darshan. Barbaric.
Not on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. In some other context, he might have, like Yashoda also saw in the mouth of Krishna when he was a child. So that Vishwarupa is different. So that different people have seen it at different times. But on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, only Arjuna and Sanjay could see that Virat Roop, Vishwarupa Lord Krishna.
What about Bhishma Pitama? What about Bhishma Pitama?
No, Bhishma Pitama did not see because he did not have that Divya Drushti. He was Ichhamarani. He could die at his own will. But that was the boon he had. But he was destined to die in the battlefield. And he was on the unrighteous side. So how unrighteous people can see the Lord's cosmic form?
Some people say this there, Sanjay also saw the Vishwarupa of Lord.
That's what I said. No, Sanjay saw it because he got that Divya Drushti from Maharishi Vedavyas. That's why sitting in the palace of Dhritarashtra, he was narrating the entire thing that is happening on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Because of the Divya Drushti only, which Maharishi Vedavyas had given him. So he and Arjuna could see that Vishwarupa, not others. Others could experience it, could feel the heat, could feel the radiance, but they did not see what is happening.
Thank you.
Rajini ji, I see your hand raised. Maybe you have a question. You have to unmute yourself, Didi.
Muralidhar Bhaiya can ask this question. Jai Shri Krishna Didi and Jai Shri Krishna Bhaiya.
Jai Shri Krishna.
I have one question. All of us don't have the benefit of having Lord by us to know what is right or what is wrong. So how do we differentiate between when is it right to kill somebody or not?
See,
how do we know
killing-
whether it was for right purpose or wrong purpose, right?
Yeah, true. See, when killing becomes your kartavya karma, when killing becomes your prescribed duty, then killing is justified. Like Arjuna's position was, he was on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So his kartavya karma, his duty was to kill the enemy. So if you are in the battlefield and you say, I don't want to kill because it will get some papa karma on my head, so then that is adharma. That is what Lord Krishna is explaining in Gita, that performing kartavya karma in whatever position, situation, circumstances you are is required. If you are in the battlefield and if you don't kill the enemy, then you are adharmi. You are not killing, you are not fighting with the enemy, you are running away from it. Then that is adharma. But on the street you are walking and you start hitting and killing people, that is adharma. Because you are not supposed to kill people on the street. So dharma and adharma, the context decides what is dharma and what is adharma.
Okay. So, but there are other killings which were not during the war, right? But still it was the right thing to do, right? Like you take many of the asuras and all that have been vanquished. That was not in the war, but it was killing. So if how does one raise to the level of being right when killing, right? That is the question.
Inevitable. Death is inevitable.
Right.
And Paramatma says in Kalosmi Lokakshaku Prarodho that I am the Mahakal. I decide when to eliminate somebody, when to kill somebody. Other things in the Prakriti, they become merely instrument in my hand because Prakriti is my most obedient servant. Prakriti can decide when to get tsunami, when to get volcano eruption, when to get earthquake, when to get floods, when to get drought. These are all the reasons for getting people killed because their time has already come. And it's Prakriti merely an instrument in the hands of Paramatma that decides and eliminates the people. But the decision is taken by the God already because this time has come. Now, some reason has to be found, no? To kill them, to take them away from this life. So these are all the reasons.
That is true. No, I agree 100%. But the question is, like, if somebody sees some evil and he decides, okay, this is not right and this person is not worth, we cannot just take him out, right? Because it could be wrong in our view may be wrong.
You see, I can see what direction you are going. Suppose at 12 o'clock in the midnight, somebody knocks your door, you open the door, and some extremist enters your house and he starts shooting and beating the people. Then at that time, if you cleverly go to your kitchen, bring the knife from your kitchen and force it down in his chest, then that is a dharma. Then that is dharma. That is a punya karma. You will not get bondage because of that. Because you have done your kartavya karma. That fellow is hitting you, your family members, and if you take revenge on him, then that is the rightful work, that rightful act that you have done.
Okay.
So that's what I said, the context decides what is dharma and what is adharma. But if you start unnecessarily troubling people, then that is adharma, definitely.
Oh, yeah. No. If you trouble people without reason, definitely it is adharma. And if you're killing somebody for your own benefit, that is adharma. I agree.
Correct. Circumstances decide what is your dharma and what is adharma.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bhaiya.
Rajni ji, you've had your hand up patiently for a long time.
Namaste, Guruji. Namaste, Didi. Actually, we ladies here, I'm a senior lady, 80 years old. And I don't know, I have not studied Sanskrit, but we read Vishnu Sahasranam. I want to know the meaning of it and to understand what it is. So you said that on Sunday there are classes. I shall, and then you said that there is a link or you have to go and register. I couldn't understand that. So will you please guide me in that? So where I should register or on Sunday when I should attend the classes?
Okay, Mahesh ji will again share the link with you. Mahesh ji, can you please share the link again? The link is very easy to remember. VS Vishnu Sahasranam dot
All the
learn
capital letters.
small letters, all small letters.
Okay.
VS Vishnu Sahasranam, that means dot Learngeeta. See, it has come on the screen now.
Okay.
www.vs.learngeeta.com. You hit this link, then you enter into a page where it will ask your name, your PRN number, and other things. You select the batch timing, the language which you want to have. Then you are registered.
Okay. And is it available on Sundays?
No, Saturday, Sunday, there are no classes, but Sundays, we hold a session from 7:30 to 8:30 for chanting of entire Vishnu Sahasranam, all 142 shlokas, followed by some Vivechan.
Okay. Okay, sir. And for that, a link is required?
Yeah, that once you join that group of Vishnu Sahasranam, the link automatically comes to you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Ram Prasad ji.
Jai Krishna ji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Sir, you said only Vishrupa Darshana was seen by Sanjaya and Arjuna.
Yeah.
But what about shloka number 22? There says Rudras, Adityas, Astavasu, and Ashwini Kumara.
They are a part of Vishwarupa. Arjuna is seeing them in that Vishwarupa. All these Rudras and these are all the
Gandharva, Siddha, they also seen the Vishwarupa Darshana of Lord Krishna. Is it the meaning?
They are a part of cosmic form. Nothing is outside God. Even Arjuna can be seen in that cosmic form. Seeing that Arjuna in cosmic form is because of his Divya Drushti. Others are also part of, you and me are also part of that cosmic form. But we cannot see ourselves in that cosmic form because we don't have that Divya Drushti. Nothing outside this cosmos, nothing in this cosmos is outside that cosmic form. Because this universe itself is Vishwarupa. Vishwarupa is Paramatma only, you know. So Vishwarupa, the universe is Paramatma only. There is nothing outside this universe. So entire universe is in that cosmic form.
They are all inside the Vishwarupa Darshana, or they are out of Vishwarupa
They are a part of that cosmic form. They are a part of that universal form.
Okay, it's right. But have they not seen the Vishwarupa Darshana of Lord Krishna, or they themselves within the Vishwarupa Darshana?
Yeah. Only those who have become one with the Lord, they can experience it. They may not physically see it, like Arjuna was able to see it.
Okay.
But can experience it because they have become one with Paramatma. So all these Siddha Sangha and Rishis, Munis, they have become one with the God. That's why I said in the last session, there are two groups of people. One is Dvait and other is Advait.
Okay.
Those who have become Advaita, those who have become one with the God, they are part of God. So they are not trembling. They are not scared because they are God themselves now.
Okay.
But Dvaita, who think that I am different and God is different, they are trembling.
Kill wanderers in the back room. Secondly, there is a small chance that sonic acting could be double-clipped die as an entity. Sonic Xe would only be able to enter dangerous levels.
Can you please go on mute?
Purnima Didi.
जय श्री कृष्ण दीदी, जय श्री कृष्ण भैया।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
मैं हिंदी में पूछ सकती हूँ भैया?
बोलिए ना, हिंदी में बोलिए।
भैया, ये अगर संपत्ति का अगर बंटवारा होता है तो लड़की और लड़के को एक समान अगर मिलने को बोलते हैं पिताजी, अगर पिताजी नहीं है वो हमको मिलेगा, वो भैया लोग देंगे तो नहीं देंगे तो वो कैसा होगा? अगर नहीं देंगे तो वो किस हिसाब में जाएगा?
This question is not related to Gita. You can consult a lawyer. As per Indian law, the son and daughter, they have equal rights on the property of the father. So you can consult a good lawyer and he will help you in this matter. Okay?
We can skip also, sir.
What skip?
If we are daughter, we can skip. हम छोड़ने से हमारा होगा ना? हम छोड़ देंगे अगर होगा ना?
छोड़ दिया तो आपके भाई खुश हो जाएंगे ना? आपने छोड़ दिया आपका राइट कि मुझे नहीं चाहिए कुछ, तो you will become God then. आपका कुछ material desire है नहीं इसका मतलब. That is very nice. If you are relinquishing all your material desires, your material rights, then you already retained, you have already reached the God. You have no material desires. That is excellent.
Then what dharma says? We have to take or not take?
See, dharma leaves it to you. Dharma says if you have material desire and you can relinquish, you can give up your material desires, then you are on the path of spirituality. Now you decide whether you want to walk on the path of material or you want to work on the path of spirituality. If you want to attain the God, then don't get bondage in this material world.
Okay.
This is an opportunity probably the God is giving you to get rid of these material desires and material attachments.
Okay.
So if you take it that way, then you are going closer to the God.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
I
Okay, I think we
think,
should end today.
yes, I think we don't have any more questions. Bhaiya, can we proceed for Samapan?
Yeah, please.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for that very absorbing Vivechan session and so patiently responding to so many questions. We are much, much indebted to you, Bhaiya, for that. And on behalf of Gita Pariwar, I take this opportunity to thank each and every one of you attending this session and being so involved in it, and look forward to having you back for the last part of this very enlightening series on chapter 11. Sincere thanks to Mahesh Shivaleji, our tech star for today. Thanks also to the technical and the back-end team for the relentless effort in making this session a great success. And now we offer our prayers on the lotus feet of Bhagwan. And for that, we have Lakshmi Janardhanan ji from Thrissur, Kerala. She is a successful homemaker whose hobbies include learning shlokas and cooking. Lakshmi ji joined Gita Pariwar in November 2023 and is close to completing her Char Dham Yatra of Gita learning. As a Sevi, she serves as a GC mentor, technical assistant, and in the calling and support department. Lakshmi ji request you to please lead us in our prayers today.
जय श्री कृष्ण योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं जगत् धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं श्रीकृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः
Prajapriyam. Okay.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi ji, for chanting the prayer on our behalf. And to everyone again, please come back next week for another session on chapter 11 at 8:30 today for the Our
Next session is
Gita.
going to be very, very interesting. Please don't miss it.
Yes, that would be the very interesting chapter for us. And for the level 4 sadhak, that will be the last Vivechan session for the ones who joined in November 2023. And also, please don't forget to join at 8:30 the Our Gita Sevi Bane session. We will end the session with the chanting of the Hanuman Chalisa. Please do it from your seats in mute. Jai Shri Krishna.
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज निज मन मुकुर सुधारि बरन रघुबर बिमल जसु जो दायक फलचारि बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरौ पवन कुमार बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहि हरहु कलेश विकार जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी कुमति निवार सुमति के संगी कंचन बरन विराज सुबेसा कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा हाथ वज्र ध्वजा विराजय कांधे मूंज जनेऊ साजय शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन तेज प्रताप महाजगबंदन विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर राम काज करिबे को आतुर प्रभु चरित्र सुनिबे को रसिया राम लखन सीतामन बसिया सूक्ष्म रूप धरि सिंहि दिखावा विकट रूप धरि लंक जरावा भीम रूप धरि असुर सहारे रामचंद्र के काज सवारे लाय सजीवन लखन जियाए श्री रघुवीर हर्षि उर लाए रघुपति कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई तुम मम प्रिय भरत ही समभाई सहस वदन तुम रोज सगावै अस कहि श्रीपति कंठ लगावै सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीसा नारद सारद सहित अहिसा जम कुबेर दिगपाल जहाते कवि कोविद कहि सके कहाते तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीन्हा राम मिलाय राजपद दीना तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना जुग सहस्र जोजन पर भानु लील्यो ताहि मधुर फल जानू प्रभु मुद्रिका मेलि मुख माहि जलधि लांघि गए अचरज नाहि दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते सुगम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते राम दुआरे तुम रखवा रखवारे, होत न आज्ञा बिनु पैसारे, सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना, तुम रक्षक काहू को डरना, आपन तेज समारो आपै, तीनों लोक हाकते कापै, भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवै, महावीर जब नाम सुनावै, नासै रोग हरै सब पीरा, जपत निरंतर हनुमत बीरा, संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावै, मन क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावै, सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा, जिनके काज सकल तुम साजा, और मनोरथ जो कोई लावै, सोई अमित जीवन फल पावै, चारों जुग प्रताप तुम्हारा, है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा, साधु संत के तुम रखवारे, असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे, अष्ट सिद्धि नो निधि के दाता, असबर दीन जानकी माता, राम रसायन तुम्हारे पासा, सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा, तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावै, जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावै, अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई, जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त कहाई, और देवता चित्तन धरई, हनुमत से सर्व सुख करई, संकट कटई मिटई सब पीरा, जो सुमिरै हनुमत बल बीरा, जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई, कृपा करहु गुरुदेव की नाई, जो सत बार पाठ कर गोई, छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई, जो यह पढ़ हनुमान चालीसा, होय सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा, तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा, की जय नाथ हृदय महडेरा, पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूर्ति रूप, राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुर भूप, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान।
Jai Shri Krishna.